Last time on the Wilds of Valandiir, we are on session 2 inside of this giant dungeon as A2 Ember, in their infinite wisdom, decided to take a quick 20-minute adventure and spent almost 3 days in this dungeon that belongs to an ancient dead king from a long time past. You solved some puzzles, you avoided some acid, you defeated some little demon-y creatures, all while narrowly avoiding being corrupted by this reoccurring black, oily tentacle presence that seems to weave in and out of the halls of this labyrinth. You are accompanied by 2 NPCs that I will not forget are here again. Kaidu, Prince Kaidu, and Little Michi. And I'll just try to come up with interesting little guys for them. We are in mid-combat as you all had infiltrated this smoky stairway leading down to a chamber.
Oh, that's right.
Where you found, you are all on the hunt for a certain number of silver spheres, all seeming to be keys to a large door that leads to what appears to be the source of this corruption that you've been hired to eradicate. You've got a number of spheres in your pockets already, you're just looking for the rest, and 2 of them were gripped by a pair of crossed black gauntlets at the bottom of this smoky chamber. As soon as you touched either the gloves or the spheres, the smoke coalesced into a humanoid shape, took control of the gauntlets, and began fighting all of you.
I need to affect rings, because I have written down that I'm blessed and I'm concentrating on moving.
Okay.
Please.
Alright, so this is going to be Kaidu.
Blessed. You said concentrating?
Yeah. Blessed and concentrating.
This is going to be Kaidu.
Thank God I wrote that down, because none of them remembered.
Who's the littlest guy? No Spider-Man in here? We do, yes we do. Perfect.
I feel like we've got a very gray theme going.
That's because no one's painted their minis.
No, I just mean like...
That involves effort.
We haven't put in a single mini that is a color that isn't black or gray.
That's true.
We kind of have that greenish, but it's kind of a gray green.
Well, it's smoky. It's hard to see color. Or at least that's the explanation we're going for. So,
other people must be blessed.
Thank you, Deb, for writing on my sheet whose turn it was. It is Kale's turn.
You scolded me when I did it too. You're like, I remember.
I think I probably was blessed.
I don't know. Did you write down?
There's no way what I would have.
I know I would have been blessed because I would have blessed myself.
Can he have a expo marker?
You typically bless me.
Yeah.
Because he has plastic sheets.
I'd be willing to bet I'm blessed as well. Because I usually stand by you.
And there's one more that would have been blessed. I was probably closer.
I say it's probably not me actually because I have 8 hit points right now.
Yeah, but blessing doesn't do anything for that.
I think you got hurt before.
Morcat, Miriam.
On the way down or something.
I got hurt on the way down and in this combat.
And we're gonna put.
I started out at 16
Yeah.
hit points at the beginning of this combat.
So
Are you playing without cash?
Yeah.
Go ahead and put it on there. I can't remember who it was.
It probably was Belcash.
Yeah.
It seems like it seems like
Just in the
our
heart.
normal MO.
Oh, you know what? I also had little smoke elementals floating around.
Yeah, the weird bat things.
Yes, that's what it was. They were little bat creatures.
Because those are the bitches that got me.
We should have taken a picture of the board.
I feel like someone did.
Yeah. Oh wait, was it Noah?
It's all Noah's fault.
Did he have to take a picture of did he have to wear a suit to the dance?
Oh yeah.
He looks good in a suit.
Yeah, he's got a nice suit.
He's probably gonna get the slim fit though.
That's good right there.
This
The
one's
narrow framed
Is
guy.
it? I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I have no.
Okay.
Kaidu. No, Kale.
Try this one.
You
Can
are
you
up.
hand me that one?
Yeah.
You've got a large
Yes.
humanoid smoke creature wearing these black leather with
Don't know
silver
why he
trimmed
said.
gauntlets that kind of spiked and pointed, kind of gnarly looking. Everything else about him is made of smoke, so he kind of phases in and out of view. And you've got 4 clusters of these little bat demons that are swirling around you guys.
Well, I am going to Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
The boss. Which dice?
You will all also note that while looking a little more twisted and evil, the quick amount of time that the smoke monster's face becomes visible looks somewhat similar to that statue that you guys manipulated at the beginning of the dungeon.
That would be a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit the smoke monster. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it was just
It's just a little too wispy, and your Eldritch Blast just kind of goes right through it.
Just put the empty filter in there.
I remember when you had a huge pack of just D6s.
I still
I'll
have
tell you
those.
what.
Still have them?
Oh yeah.
I played
I'm gonna use.
as an alchemist,
Mm.
and
A
they're
lot of D6s.
they're on the gunslinger, like
I'm gonna use
so
my-
all these things.
I'm gonna use my favorite of the gods.
Okay.
Six plus 14. That's an unnatural 20.
That hits. Yep. So you can sense that this creature's doesn't have any flesh. It's just made of some kind of coalescent smoke. So you feel that heat and boiling feeling on the back of your neck as your power is increased. And you get a little more oomph, and you're able to kind of scatter part of this thing's smoky essence with your blast.
Okay. And,
Fell over like 6 times.
it's 13 damage off of that.
All right.
And as a bonus action, I'm gonna hex him.
Okay.
Hexblade's Curse.
Hexblade's Curse.
Nice.
Were you holding your sword up to this point
No.
already? Okay, so you kind of reach out with your Eldritch Blast, and as it detonates, you feel that sharp, sharp pain in your palm, and you all watch now in full view his arm where he hit that Eldritch Blast begins to mottle red, and these little red and black spikes start to pierce through his skin, and his fingernails turn black and elongate and sharpen, and the tip of a sword shoots out the front with just a splash of blood and boiling water, and it catches the hilt. You're now holding your sword.
Who is this directed towards? The boss.
The big bad. Hexed.
You got a nice pink necklace.
All right.
And now I have my sword in my hand.
Yeah, looks badass. Would you like to move? The room.
No,
I
I
should
don't.
probably draw this room.
Here.
Thank you, son.
Is about this
Yay
big.
Yeah. Here's that staircase that kind of winds around the room. All right. Did you say movement? This is you.
Yeah, I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. All right. Do you have a bonus action?
I already used it.
Okay. Tisara, it is your turn.
sweet.
Are you raging?
No, because I can't rage and concentrate on a spell.
Aha.
Are we sure I'm not a bear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was sort of the thing that you made clear.
Okay. Because I can concentrate on a spell while being in bear form. I just can't rage. Where is my moonbeam, do we think?
Well, it had moved, so it really doesn't matter where it was. You
That's
can
fair.
move it onto
I
it.
don't think Moonbeam is an effect right now.
No,
No,
but
it
just give it a
magical effect.
Yeah, magical effect.
Just like pick like something that looks, yeah, that'll work. Okay, so then for my, where's the player's handbook?
But
I thought it said in here. I think it's a bonus action, but I want to make sure.
To move your moonbeam?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's a bonus action?
It is a bonus
Okay.
action. I deal with this every week with Noah.
Yeah. Onto the big, because that's
All
the
right.
bad guy, right?
Yeah, that's
the
a, is that a save? It's a whiz save?
Yeah, Constitution
Con
save.
save. All right.
mail call.
That is going to be. Oh, hold on. I gotta bring my stats back up. It's been a while.
Maybe he has a declaration of war.
Oh!
Why would they send it to Nicole?
Because she's secretly the president.
Because
I would love
because
that, actually.
Pete Hedsek tells everybody war plans
Yeah,
anyway.
she knows what's going on now. I got bad news for you. We're all getting them too. He put them in the mail for everybody.
Apparently, he put in a dirty internet line into
That's
the
such a dumb
Pentagon
question.
because he wanted to be able to use that signal chat on his work laptop.
Oh, that's a big no-no.
And you can't, yeah.
Need stats.
Oh, you're drinking the cherry blossom tea, aren't you?
Yes.
I hope you like it. It's one of my favorites.
And you can also have a cup.
No, thank you. It smells lovely. But
Do you need honey or anything?
No. I don't like honey in my tea. I tend not to like sweet tea.
Nope.
You like bitter?
It's not even that. It's, I like the natural sweetness that tends to be in the florals and fruits in tea, not without any additional sweetness.
that one I put 1 teaspoon
Okay.
of brown sugar in.
What type of damage is this?
Tea flavor with it.
It is radiant.
He failed. He got
Okay.
a 12. I'm sure that fails.
Yeah, I think I'm
I
at
have,
15.
I have no doubt that fails.
Yeah.
Okay, so he fails.
What's full damage?
So, well, unfortunately I rolled low on my 2d10s, so because I rolled d100s, so I assumed the 10 is really a 1, and then I rolled a 2, so I think it's only 3.
Does
You
the
only
bless
have-
help with that at all?
No,
Well, so here's what happens. You
because
notice.
it doesn't add to the damage on
So
it.
you cast
unfortunately.
your moonbeam.
Yeah.
It lights from above.
Yeah.
And like when you're driving with fog lights, the moonbeam just illuminates greatly because there's this fog or smoke.
Also,
permeating
if he's a
all
werewolf,
this.
he goes back to human form.
Okay, well he doesn't go back to human. He's already kind of in a humanoid form. However, what you notice is that as this
really useful.
greatly illuminated moonbeam blinds all of you, not to an effect, but it's very, very bright, and you hear this creature hiss like a pain that you've never experienced before.
Oh, not like that.
He seems to be like. Does it seem?
You
like-
feel like if this were you were shooting this on a bandit, it would do pretty much nothing, but it's affected this thing real bad.
You're up then.
So
Do you have a light?
mechanically, double damage.
Flashlight.
Yes.
So that was how many? That was 3.
Yeah, that means he's vulnerable, or I forget what the actual effect is called.
Does he
He's
get
got a
another?
vulnerability to.
Yeah, so
get
it
another
should
necklace?
be 3, but he took 6.
Took 6.
Yeah. So, which your spirit weapon, I think, actually technically does radiant damage as like part of its effect. You might want to double check that.
I'm looking.
Oh, check that out. I feel like I would have heard that already. Spiritual weapon.
I definitely know you bring a cleric to a radiant fight.
Yes, you do. Undead and fiends, clerics.
Yep. Also, that was only my bonus action. So
Force damage.
it is force damage. It doesn't do any radiant damage. I'm kind of surprised by that, given that I mean, it makes sense for like a normal creature that it would only be considered. Force.
Yeah, because Sacred Flame is radiant.
No, that's true.
This is just a willed into existence weapon.
Which Sacred Flame is one of my cantrips.
Good.
All right, Tisara, do you want to move? Do you want to do anything?
Yeah, Chisara's gonna kind of run up like behind where he is.
Yeah, sure.
And
You want to actually
cast-
get behind him?
yeah, cast Shillelagh's on my thing. It should be already.
Yeah.
Because I think I bonked him in the back of the head, or where his head should be. I'm gonna
I say, please get into a
Bonk
position
him.
to flank with me.
with my
Can you move her right
quarterstaff.
actually behind him?
Yeah,
Actually, hold on.
make
He
me
is-
within
he is-
bonk distance.
He is large, so I need to put. She was actually fine right where she was because he's technically taking up all 4 of those.
Oh, gotcha.
He's a big boy.
Yes, and I would like to bonk him on the back of
Bonk
the head.
away.
Ooh. 15, 16, plus 7, it's over 20.
16 is what you
Just a
need.
billion.
That's
So
cool.
you guys know.
So then I get to do 1d8 plus 4, so that's 10. Yeah, the only thing Shillelagh does is it is considered a magical weapon in case that matters, like if a regular weapon would, like, whiff.
I think.
Because I know some creatures, as we get to this level, that's important distinction. It's not.
Point of order.
Yes,
Is your moonbeam considered bright light?
my
Does
moonbeam.
it say that anywhere?
I might have to read the full spell. It says pale light.
Okay.
So, however you would like to interpret that.
I interpret that as not bright light.
Dim light fills the cylinder
Okay.
specifically.
All right. Never mind.
No, it's not. Like there is a sunshine spell.
Sunbeam.
No,
Sunburst. It's a monk thing.
No, there's a
Even
druid spell where you can
Oh, yeah,
cast sunlight.
Light. Yeah.
I think it's literally called like sunlight or something.
Or daylight.
That might be it. But yeah, it's good against vampires
Yeah.
because it's not just
Okay.
Did I hit? Oh no, I did hit.
Yeah, you hit.
10
Roll
damage.
10.
Yep.
Okay.
Shillelagh didn't
Starting to look- you-
bonking him in the back of the head.
So you guys already did a bunch of damage this last session, so you can see this thing is having a little bit of trouble keeping it together. Like when you smashed it with your shillelagh, it like scattered the smoke, and you can see that face still kind of there. The face gets big, the face shrinks, it morphs, it warps, and you see those gauntlets. One of the gauntlets loses all of the smoke inside of it, clatters to the ground. You see this creature kind of like struggle to scoop it back into
Quick,
its
grab it.
hand and coalesce itself. It looks like it's starting to really falter.
Loser.
Okay. Valkesh.
Okay.
Jack.
Jack's awesome.
He just goes loser.
Morkek would say that.
That's very Morkek.
I think I'm just gonna acid splash
The line between
the main
Morkek
guy.
Okay.
and Jack is sometimes but a veil.
This is Velkesh?
Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have magic missile.
No?
He's a sorcerer.
Sorcerers don't
Yeah,
have magic
I
missile.
think he can still have it though. But I just don't think he has it.
I don't.
No, because
Okay.
I love
Oh,
it.
you don't prepare sorcerer spells.
No?
No, I don't think so. Oh no, that's warlocks. Warlocks don't prepare.
No.
Where are those his spells?
Yeah.
Does he not have it written?
Nope.
No, you don't got it.
Yeah. No, I think sorcerers can have magic missile. I think that Noah built a very poor
Is
sorcerer.
acid splash like a save, or is it just?
No, it's just a hit.
Let me see his spells. I'm also playing this.
Plus your. Oh, I just took his stuff.
Well, doesn't mean I play. It means I'm not playing
What did you
magic.
get?
I got a 12.
But he already,
There you
he
go.
already uses.
Yeah, 12.
Yeah.
And you cast chromatic orb at a higher.
Hey guys, he needs that.
Yeah, we know. We're trying to help
You
the
can look
boys.
at it after his turn. 16 is what you need.
Cool.
I don't think you can do
One.
chromatic order.
Plus your.
Spell attack bonus?
I'm letting you guys add your spell
Oh,
attack
5.
bonus.
8?
5.
Yeah.
It's in the book.
Okay. Valkesh, his hands sort of come together and form like a beam nozzle, and you see him just sort of twist his arms, and this arc of acid just splashes right through it, through the smoke monster, but you see it kind of fizzle as it goes, and lands at the feet of Kaidu, and he's just like, "Oh, easy there."
You're nimble. You're fine.
Does Valkesh want to move?
Yes.
He
Yeah.
is not within melee of anybody.
Yeah.
How far can Valkesh back up? Because that's what he should do.
Is this considered the staircase right here?
Yes.
Yeah, back up the staircase
If you
a little.
want him to go up
Yeah.
the stairs, you can do that.
Nah.
Okay.
Yes.
Stay at the bottom.
Bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, like get him as far away as freaking possible.
Here,
That's why he
put-
almost always dies.
Put this under him. We'll consider him 10 feet up.
Okay.
Up the stairs.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
Yeah, you always get the sorcerer as far away from combat as possible.
It is the aspect of Eridon's turn.
Here it is.
First things first. All of these swarms of little parademon bat things are going to go after people. One for Marion, one for Kaidu, one for Tessara, and Morkek, you already got one near you. All of you are going to get attacks. So we'll do
He will totally not
Morkek's first. That's going to be a
He
13.
misses
All right. Miriam,
all that.
that's going to
Getting
be
attacked is like being
a
attacked,
16.
not as in getting an attack on.
That hits. All right. It's going to be 8 points
I'm
of
dead.
piercing damage. You're down.
8 was my last.
All right.
Points.
You're not
down.
dead.
Tip her over.
I'm down.
Miriam is unconscious.
Tip her over.
Uh,
So mean.
Kaidu is, no, that's a dirty 10. And Tessara, the swarm hits you for 11 points. Or no, excuse me, 11 to hit, which is a miss. Okay. The smoky creature, you see him reach out to his sides and draw some of this smoke into his essence, and you see his form solidify a little bit, and he's going to regain some hit points from the smoke.
Cool. So we're healing now. Sweet.
Ooh,
Of course, you need a lot of help.
nice. All right. He is then going to go ahead.
Doesn't he take, for starting his turn, Moonbeam? More damage?
Aw.
Is it starter or end? I know Spiritual Guardians is starting.
Starts its turn there.
Okay, I'll roll a con save for him. That's a natural 20.
Okay.
But
so
he still takes damage.
He takes half damage.
Well, actually, he takes straight damage.
Well, yes, but 13
13, pretty good.
is the roll. So I'll just tell you the roll, and you do math from there for me, please.
Okay.
Can I use my attuned silver ring on that roll
Your attuned silver ring.
to make him roll at a disadvantage?
Did you use that already?
I don't believe so.
In 8 hours? Okay, yeah. That is your prerogative as a reaction. Yeah, that's a natural 3.
Hey.
So-
13 would be doubled.
So 13 would be doubled.
26.
26. So another 13. I'll just add another 13.
Nice, especially because that was a good roll for me.
Smart.
I'll tell you.
Now, now I can't use that.
All right. Looking real rough.
Good.
This creature extends its hands after regaining some hit points and then just immediately having them fizzle away. And he is going to cast Witch Bolt at... who's the biggest threat?
At Valkesh.
He's going to turn around. And you know what? He's not going to do that.
Okay, cool.
He's going to turn around to Sarah. And he's going to grab your face with those gauntlets. And he's going to cast an upcasted Inflict Wounds.
Cast friends.
That's
We're friends now.
Suggestion. Okay. It's a melee spell attack. Okay, so. Ooh, that's going to be a. Yeah, that's going to be a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits. I don't know how much armor you think I'm wearing.
Yeah, this isn't 4E
You
where
have to
everybody has a
remember the
30
5
AC.
rules of dodgeball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dive.
That was really good.
Okay. Oh boy.
It's a lot.
Boy.
There's a lot of
There's a lot of high numbers.
in there.
I only have
Oh, I heard a
hit
20
points.
something.
27 points of necrotic damage.
Wow.
Well,
Just-
hopefully he can't do that too many
So
times.
this guy sinks his
Well, I
talons
was
into
going
your
to heal you,
flesh.
but not anymore.
And you see these black veins
Thanks for the
sprout
thought.
throughout your flesh, and then those veins rise to the surface and burst with that
You said
black
it was
oil.
27?
27 points of necrotic damage.
Literally just tried to.
And
He
that's
is
like-
also going to. You see him kind of phase.
And he's going to move out of the moonbeam's range.
I cast.
That's okay, I can just move it!
He's gonna flat. Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Did he?
Valkash
How do you
All he
move?
knows is it hurts there.
How did he just move? Did he move past anybody?
He's using slippery escape. He just kind of phases out of
He's not corporeal. Fully
corporealness
corporeal.
and reconstitutes at the end of the hall.
I don't
with
get
his back to Valkash.
No, you don't. He's not fully corporeal, so therefore you cannot hit him.
Valkash
He's
just
not
runs
there.
up to him.
He didn't. Yeah.
He has a special ability.
He went poof poof.
He
But
passed.
Morkek, it is your turn. You've got some bats near you.
Yeah. That's not fun.
Ninja star.
I'm gonna just start swinging at
All
him.
right. What are you swinging with?
Probably bloodletter.
Nice. Do you have the sheet?
No, I don't.
I do.
19.
To hit?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which one? For
19 does hit.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely.
That's not good damage. 5.
All
Are you
right.
raging?
He drops one of his gauntlets and cannot pick it up. His body is really struggling to. Yeah, he's been raging.
Or did you add your rage damage?
Oh, 7.
Okay.
Thank you.
Actually, thank Tyler. He was the one without it.
Thank you, Tyler.
Okay. Let me find.
Always add the rage damage.
You're not raging, are you?
No, I can't rage and concentrate on a spell. Probably, if I lose my spell, I'll probably turn into a bear and rage, but
Okay.
I can't even turn into a bear and
Good
lose
attack.
physical bonus actions.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Who are you attacking?
The little bat thing.
Oh, it's dead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what gauntlet spell?
No. I gotta do that.
You should have just rolled with it. Said you were attacking the boss.
You turn the bat into paste. Good job.
Yeah, you managed to. It's like one of those cosmic coincidences where they all sort of line up for a brief moment, just as your axe cleaves all of them in half. All these little bat halves fall to the ground.
Oh yeah, because there's swarms of bats.
Yes.
Yes, swarms always get weird in this game. I get the principle, but it's also kind of weird.
Okay. I've got it right here in case you need
Okay,
it.
cool.
At least somebody came prepared today.
You should just send him the picture so he has it on his
I got
phone.
hit by one bat. Come on now.
Does he have his
I can
phone?
do that.
What is it against?
I'll send it to you, Jack.
It's moving.
Jack,
No, it's your
Jack's
movement.
very rarely prepared.
You just can't move. Oh no, they're dead. Never mind.
He's old enough. He needs to prepare his own things.
No, 35. He's large.
He was cute
Okay,
when he was
that's my
7 now.
turn.
He's,
All right,
He's
Jack.
an
I just
adult,
sent you
you're
blood
adult.
letter.
Oh, cool.
he's not an adult.
Okay.
Some
All right.
cultures he is.
Miriam,
This one?
after Morkek, you are next.
Death save,
Fade, you're
right?
after her.
Okay.
Oh, nat 20.
Hey!
I'm up.
Yeah, you're up. You're at 0 hit. No,
At 0
you're
hit?
stabilized. Stabilized.
Yeah.
No, she has 1 hit point. When you roll,
Is that how that works? Let me make sure.
Is she still on the ground?
I would be fine with it, but let me make sure.
I don't think it brings her to consciousness though.
Oh.
I think it
I
just
don't know where she's-
stabilizes her with 1 hit point.
Can you imagine from consciousness to
Yes,
standing on
you
one
are
side?
you are conscious
Oh,
with
holy
1 hit
shit.
point.
Conscious 1 hit point.
But you're also prone.
I was still prone though?
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
You dropped like a stone.
So I'm gonna stand up then.
Okay, that's half your movement.
Yes.
I was gonna say, do you have a healing potion?
I don't.
Maybe use your other half
It's
of
fine.
motion to get the fuck away.
That's
Trisha.
what I was gonna try to do.
Okay, just so you know, if you try to flee, they will get an attack of opportunity against you.
You don't move,
I know. Okay, then I'm gonna hang out right here.
because you will die again.
Maybe I won't stand up. Can I retcon and take that back?
Sure.
All right, I'm just gonna lay here for
You'll
a
have,
bit.
any melee attack you use will be at disadvantage.
Well,
Yeah,
also
I'm
keep
not
in-
gonna do that.
No. Any melee attack against you also has advantage. Stand up.
Stand up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
It's-
stand up.
If
it's
we
a
were
good idea.
fighting a bunch of ranged characters, stay prone because they would have disadvantage because you're prone.
Okay, my turn.
Trying to keep you alive. It's hard. It's hard.
Yeah.
You're kind of squishy.
Okay.
Yep, it is your turn.
Okay, big guy, sacred flame.
Okay. That's on me, right?
Yes, he needs to dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, he's got
And you
good
make sure that
dex.
these are an action and a bonus action?
Yes.
got very
Okay,
good
action.
dex.
Bonus action.
Good job. Look at you.
Ooh, that's not great.
We're all
That's
so
a 12.
So
Okay.
he takes
12 against your DC. What is it?
my.
Spell save.
I can't remember.
That ain't right.
Don't forget to do
No.
the damage.
Yeah. I know. I got it. I got 2 dice.
I know. You roll
Yeah,
it.
but either
double.
way, it's he said 12, so it doesn't matter.
You don't roll 2 dice. You roll 1 and double the value.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's
then-
it's not a crit.
And then
It's-
you can we're still allowing you to add your spell attack bonus to this.
5. So that's 10, and my spell attack one is 4, so 14.
All right. As you jockey yourself around the room, this creature is like looking at all of you, and it looks like it's trying to escape, but it's surrounded on all sides, and its form is almost formless. Its head starts to widen, its mouth starts to grow more demonic looking as it's desperate, and you throw a gout of white, almost like magnesium thermite flame at this thing, and it sizzles it, and the one gauntlet, no, it had it in its gauntlets. It almost like it covers its face. It hisses wildly, and all of a sudden the light comes down. The gauntlets are on the ground. The smoke is gone,
Oh, cool.
and everybody
Can we still let her do her bonus action?
is. This creature is gone.
Yeah, I don't care. I want her bonus action.
Yeah, which is what?
Mass healing.
Oh no! That's fine. We can get into that. We can get into that. Give me 1 second.
And it hits 6 creatures, so we're good. Just our little friends here won't get anything.
Well, I think the one dude and the monkey are fine.
With this. So, the bat demon creatures scatter, and you hear them. They just kind of flitter up into the disappearing smoke and fog above you. You now can all see better in this room. It is a very simple aesthetic. It's a round cylindrical stone room, and as you can see, it's just got that winding staircase that leads all the way up to where you came from. But what you didn't see, because it was so obscured in here, was a large glyph circle at the bottom of this chamber, where this pedestal was. Does anybody speak Draconic?
Wait,
Nope.
does the Dragonborn doesn't? Oh, that's right. He's not really a Dragonborn.
Yes, he is. He is effectively a dragon. What does his language say?
Doesn't even write anything.
Okay.
He's
Valkesh can read it.
Okay, good.
I was gonna say he looks like a dragon. Does
So-
speak Draconic?
Before he reads it, do I need to do my bonus action and do
You
mass
can,
healing?
yeah. As you guys sort of, the dust settles, the gauntlets kind of toppled on top of each other, and you guys are free to do whatever you wish. What do you wish to do in this quiet?
Sit down.
Yeah.
Wait for the healing to hit me.
Okay,
Been
so
a rough day.
this, I'm looking at my. So I have it at my 3rd spell slot, so we get. At 4th level or higher, the healing increases by 1d4
That's-
for each slot above 3rd. So it's at, above 3rd, so it's not above 3rd, it's
No,
at 3rd.
it's just at third, so it's just the straight spell.
Okay, so 1d4, and it's 4,
Plus your
plus my spell
Spell
modifier, which I believe is also a 4, so 8.
Cool. That's 8 points. That's like double my health.
Everybody gets 8 points.
All right.
Well, not Kaidu and Michi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
those who took damage.
All the real people.
Wow. Never knew we had a monkey cyst in this room.
No, the NPC cyst.
What do you only get? 4 or 5?
6.
Oh, okay.
But there's 6 of us if you count Valkash. Which I guess he can... I don't think he even took damage, but...
No, I don't think it did.
Hey, we finally backed him up soon enough.
Yep.
Okay. And you can't go above what you're at, so.
Right.
Is it Nietzsche with an N? Or Michi with an M? I have Nietzsche written for some
What kind of
reason.
Japanese slur is that?
Okay.
It means mind your business.
It means monkey.
All right.
So
Does
did-
Valkesh wish to read this glyph?
Yes.
Okay. In a very ancient and no longer spoken dead draconic language, this is even difficult for Valkesh to make out. He's able to sort of pull the root words from it. It is a binding glyph. It is used, it is believed he is used, actually, have him make an Arcana check. For this guessing crap. 19, that's pretty good. He determines that this was used. It's no longer used because it's very dangerous. It's a dangerous glyph because if it were broken, it could de-weave arcane energy in the area and make magic difficult to work. However, it seems like it was effective in binding some kind of spiritual essence necessary to some kind of effect, and it's just, all of those glyphs are now sort of shattered.
I was going to say, could the effect possibly be binding some type of malevolent creature to the gauntlets? Just throwing that out there.
This is Jackass, we're gonna do this again.
You do notice the gauntlets have it's black leather with black metal on the tops and form these like jagged spikes and talons. But there are these kind of manacles it almost looks like a rib cage on top of the thing, and those manacles are sort of split open a little bit.
Does it look like something Shredder would wear?
Maybe let's destroy them.
My inspiration were the Daedric gauntlets from Skyrim.
I mean, not
They're-
much I can do.
They're pretty gnarly.
I can detect magic, that's all I got.
Oh, their magic can't just be destroyed by hitting them.
What would happen if I put them out?
Maybe I don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Kale?
Maybe.
You wanna put 'em on?
You wanna experience that?
No.
Do you want to pick them up?
No.
Yeah, let's
No.
let the demonic guy put the gauntlets
We've already
on.
had one curse
I'm trying to
character
I'm
this
trying to-
campaign.
I'm trying to
you
get-
know?
I'm trying to get the demon sucked into the gauntlets. Leave me the fuck alone.
Really, you're trying to get the demon sucked into the gauntlets. How do we know that it's not the demon
No more
speaking
cool
and he
sword entrance.
wants more power?
Dude, that hurts every time.
It's pretty
I'm not like
It's pretty
Wolverine.
badass though.
All right.
I'm not Wolverine. My shit don't heal like that.
So
There's a gaping hole in my hand.
He just holds it up his little light through it.
Guys are here, right here, at the bottom of this chamber. What do you think?
I say we just leave these things and go on with our
Did
lives.
we get all the other orbs and everything?
There are 2 orbs on that, kind of like on the edges of the room in the scuffle they got kicked around.
Okay, so we gotta pick those orbs
Who's got
up.
the count?
I do.
I would say I have them,
Okay.
like I'm holding them.
Okay.
I have the count going.
All right, you got 2 more.
All right, so we got 2 more. Was there more in this room or just those 2?
Make a
Yeah, I was gonna say,
make a
do we know
perception
that?
or investigation check.
Perceiving.
The room seems rather simple. Just there's no trim, there's no filigree, there's no railing on the staircases. I
No
think we had this
weird
discussion.
orbs embedded in the wall.
Nope. No, no alcoves.
I perceive a 16.
16. It seems like he got them all.
Damn. Yeah, so we're at 23.
How many do we need? 32?
36.
36?
Yes.
So we need 13 more.
Yes.
Okay.
So it looks like we have to go through the rest of these rooms then.
Yep.
Wherever we
Yep.
haven't been, we need to just
Yay.
keep exploring. And at some point, don't we have to go back? Like, don't we know
we've got to go backwards at some point, but
There is
we
one
can't get.
room
We can't go back.
Yeah, that is
No,
not a
no.
passageway. That little
We've got to
thingy.
go back to here and then back this way and back
Isn't
this
there a room
way.
we can't get into right now too?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's why we need the orbs.
This
No,
room
there's
right
another
here
room we can't get into.
leads to a door.
It's got 2 handles on either side of the seam, and the handles
We
kind of
can't-
like a knife, like a nice knife. It's got like finger troils, they're called, but it's almost like indents that look like it would be comfortable to wield with your hands, and they're big. Those indents are big. It looks like something big might grip it, and there are glyphs all over it.
But we couldn't read those glyphs?
Not these. These are written in a different language.
Hey Miriam, take 2 healing potions.
Sure. I don't know how to do that. What's
They're
the roll?
2d4 plus 2. You can have both of those.
Shimmy this guy.
Oh, that's a 4, I think. These dice are so small. Oh my god.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
That's 1 4.
Oh, I didn't say you necessarily need to take them now. Just hold them on your person at least.
She's only got 8.
I would say I have 8 hit points. I'm taking them.
She's like, someone gives you clean water, you drink it.
Exactly. 6 plus 6, 12.
Actually, you were at 9 because you had 1 hit point.
You're right.
So,
but now I'm at
I'm assuming that we left the
21.
room.
Yeah, and then just hold on to the other one.
You guys want to
Because that
go
was
up the
just one.
stairs and depart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
Joe, what would have happened if I put on the damn
Yeah,
gauntlets?
theoretically.
Theoretically, what would
No,
have
we're
happened?
leaving. We're leaving them.
No. Well,
You don't get to
we're
know.
already past that.
You
I'm
don't
not
get
going to
to
answer
know.
that question. What would happen?
I say
if-
you just do it.
You either do it or you don't.
No.
Are we picking them up?
No.
No.
Do it. Do
No, we're leaving them.
I
Whoa, yeah.
grab
Damn.
Kale's ear and start pulling him up the stairs. Like an old school
And
mark.
hook around the hole in his hand.
What are we doing?
I did that. I'm going up the stairs with Kale.
I'd say
Okay.
go up the stairs.
Guys, go back into this this hallway that separates these 2 rooms.
Yeah. So are we going this way or are we going?
So,
no, we couldn't get past that
Something
doorway.
you notice is as you approach this room, that room that had the portal that was activated by the gems, that portal is closed. It seems
yeah,
like
wasn't that one with the,
it's
the
energy.
timed out?
skeleton?
It's tapped out. It's energy
Oh, like
dissipated.
and the gems aren't glowing anymore. They're like white crystals or whatever instead of the pink.
The gems are gone.
Oh, that's right. There's a bunch of creeps creeping around
In
here.
their
just
place
casually say that.
is white sand at the bottom of the little
Oh,
receptacle.
never mind. They were consumed. Okay, less freaked out.
Well, we had gotten everything out of that portal area anyway, because that's where that we found
Dragon
like a couple.
skeleton.
Yeah.
But does everybody now remember that there's something also creeping around here because they keep shooting us?
Yes.
Like at a random.
Yeah. So we can't go here, and we need to go here to get here. So we can only go back this way, or we could go all the way back and then go
And
over
pick up the
here.
orbs that we didn't.
This
pick
doesn't
up.
connect.
No.
No,
No.
it doesn't. That's just part of the map
Looks like.
that I opted not to use.
You can see that it's blocked. There's a wall there.
I think it's like
To be fair, this also looks blocked, but there's a door.
Yeah, but that
No, but
doesn't
that's
look
a
like
door.
that
This
doesn't
is
look like a
this is
threshold.
this is a at least a
It's like a
foot.
closet.
Well, what are these then? Do these just go into the void?
I'm not going to debate the merits of my map with the tree.
Okay, so we've taken all of this.
So we just came up here. So we're here, and now because we can't get.
Oh, we didn't go this way because things were shooting at us this way.
No, I don't think that's why we did it. I think we just chose to go the other way first. I don't know. Forward ahead.
Okay.
Mush.
I would say, it doesn't matter, we gotta go somewhere.
Take this away. You
We're eventually
see
gonna
a
have to figure out that magic
very
room.
long hallway. There are a couple of ways to go to the left. There are pillars of varying height, of crumbling pillars. The ceiling looks a little precocious.
Precarious.
Precocious.
Precocious is advanced for its age?
Is that what that means?
Yes. You mean precarious, as in it's gonna
Precarious.
fall.
Ceiling's broke.
It's unstable.
Yeah, a precocious child is like. It's usually for people, not
How
ceilings.
attached to Sara are you?
I like her a lot. Come on.
Oh,
I always have a backup character. I think actually the rest of the party's probably more attached than I am. I built her out of necessity because somebody in this group needed health and healing outside of the cleric.
and you don't have.
Well, that was
far.
before I joined.
No,
Yeah, but
you joined from the
real
beginning.
quick.
No, we needed somebody with another form of magic.
You mean other than the sorcerer, the wizard?
Yeah, no.
My bad.
No arcana, nature magic and healing and health.
Yeah.
Because he was already being a tank, but we needed another form of tank.
Okay, so it looks like you can go to the left here.
Hey Miriam,
and
can you look at that door for us?
This is a way to the left, and this is a way to the left.
Or actually check for traps or crumbling precocious ceilings.
I probably see 9.
I mean, you don't see anything. There's rubble on the floor. It looks like the ceiling has caved in some spots. The wall has fallen in. You're not sure if it's a passageway or just a hole where rocks have fallen in from. This area of the underground
I'm an idiot. I
labyrinth
see
is-
nothing right now.
That's not terrible.
it all seems very natural around here. Not a lot of mechanical
Roll one. Roll a
clockwork or
nine.
anything.
Just under average.
So you can go left, you can go straight and then left, or you can go straight and then left, or you can go straight.
Let's just go left for now, see
Yeah.
what's in that first
Okay.
area.
At this point, we have to check every freaking room for freaking orbs.
All right, you see what looks like a large
Can you hold that?
opened cavern.
Oh,
With several ways out of here. The other two being
More holes.
the way that you can see to the left. It's about 60 to 70 feet deep. It's pitch black in here. Only those with light or dark vision can see.
We all have dark vision.
And it's a very natural wall. It looks like this was a cave.
no, okay.
Yes, Foundation does not have dark vision.
No, he does not.
How weird. Okay.
Dragon eyes can't see in the dark. Apparently, they're day creatures.
Robots.
I have moon gleam balls if we don't have some source of light if we want to look in here.
Well, usually.
I cast Dancing Light.
Oh, there
Alright.
I cast
Orbs of light illuminate the room.
we go. I guess.
Prestidigitation. Valkish can't see.
Mother
It's
of
very. All of this is difficult terrain. The ground is uneven.
Each gets a bonus. All right, so we have to lower ourselves into this chasm thing.
Yeah, it kind of you got to step down into it, and it's real rocky. There are alcoves, there are nooks, there are
No.
crannies.
You stepped down it. You said it was 60 feet deep.
No, 60 feet wide. Like deep as in.
I was gonna say.
Okay.
No. It is a bit of a grade to get down into
So
it.
what I'm understanding is basically this complex was probably built around this cave.
This complex seems built around quite a few different things. I mean, who knows? At this point, I'm just saying that, like, you know, they built a room, and then they had a couple of kids, and then they built another room because
It's a
they had to
big-ass
store the
family.
giant goblet smoke
And
monster.
then someone died.
Well,
and built some more rooms
I would say
to keep the
based
ghost
on
away.
the first room you got to through here, you can tell this is a giant tomb of some kind. But it is elaborate. It's very elaborate.
It's what the guys in the History Channel are constantly saying that's happening in the Egyptian pyramids.
Oh, you discovered a new room. Let's invent a reason that it's here.
We did some LiDAR and saw that maybe there's some rocks underneath it. Clearly, it must be an ancient battery again. We're back to that. We've gone full circle. Anyway, can I roll a perception check and see if I can see any orbs in this room?
Yes.
Or just
Please roll perception.
anything of interest? That is correct. Oh, damn. That sucks. 5 plus 7 is 12. Thank
You don't see any orbs. However, at the far end, you see what looks to be a small, relatively recent-looking campsite.
Yeah, we're on an orb mission. Is anybody opposed to just skipping this room since there's no orbs?
I mean, sure. We should probably just keep an eyeball on our back.
And with a 12, that's really all you get. You don't really see
Not a monkey in arms.
what it's made
I
of.
see
It
what
looks
gets out.
small for a humanoid. Bedroll looks about 3 feet long. There's a
Yeah, we already know something's down here. Moving on.
okay. Which way you want to go?
It's down the hall.
Okay, you can take that one off.
Sorry, I was getting tired, man.
Just
That
let
is the room. You've already been to this room.
you. We have?
That's the acid room. I don't know why I covered it up.
Are you sure? I don't remember going
Yeah, I
there.
was gonna
Yeah, I
say.
don't remember
We haven't
that.
come down this way.
This is the room
No, we haven't.
that you. Yeah, this is the room that you guys had to change the direction of the.
Oh.
Did you not do that yet? Am I making that up in my head?
I
You
think
are.
you are.
Okay, never mind.
Because we definitely haven't been down.
Okay, well, I got stuff. to
Okay,
show
so
you.
everybody remember we have to turn something.
Change the direction of something.
Oh no.
Got it.
Promise you won't meta. All right, which one of these is it?
I mean, hopefully they look obviously rotating because at this point you've kind of unfortunately buried the lead there.
Yeah. Shut up, Trish. Okay.
We
what
tried telling
see-
you we hadn't been here. Also, now we know there's acid. Oh no.
That's all right. This dungeon's taking too long anyway.
Thank
All
you.
right. What you see as you enter this room are 6 pools of glittering, sour-smelling liquid.
Yeah.
This
Stuff
is the
that we
acid.
would not be touching or.
You do see, however,
I mean, maybe more cat would, but he's got fur.
you see
Is that a
2
drain?
orbs at the center of what looks like a drain.
Oh no.
And as you step into this room, you hear a click. And these pools instantly begin to drain
Into the,
and fill this pool.
Oh, motherfucker.
So we stepped on a trigger when we came in the room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
immediately, as soon as you stepped in the room, you hear this click, and it just went and drained into this center pool.
Okay.
Alright, so there's got to be a way to
I
undrain
swear
it.
I thought you did this already.
No,
Okay.
we definitely did not.
Alright, well.
I would like
The
to.
universe just handed you a bonus.
I would like to cast Shillelagh on my quarterstaff and just kind of
Dip it in there.
not like dip it, just like to the surface of it, like the smallest amount.
Does it make it a magic weapon?
Yeah.
Then nothing happens. You notice it's like a liquid. It's a little viscousy, and it's kind of a bluish green.
How wide across is the pool?
It's like 30, 40 feet.
Oh, okay. The quarterstaff's
the-
not that long.
I was saying the orbs are at the bottom, so how are you going to get an orb out with a quarterstaff? I mean,
And they're in the middle of the
I've had worse ideas. It's
I'm
too
not saying
big.
it's a bad idea.
You do
I'm
notice
just saying
that
I don't
these-
think it'll work.
Each of these pillars have a torch sconce, and they're all on like weird sides of these pillars. They're not facing the middle. They're not facing outward. They're all kind of cattywampus.
If only we had a pitchfork I could cast Shillelagh on. Because now we've established that Shillelagh will protect anything from the acid, apparently.
But it sounds like we've got to
It's a magic weapon.
turn these pillars.
Can't hurt something magic without magic.
Yeah. So therefore, if I had a pitchfork and I cast Shillelagh on it, I could scoop in
I
theory.
mean, I guess.
I can give you bloodletter.
That's what I'm trying to
not
think of.
long enough.
What weapons do you
I
have?
got a spear.
Can we just figure out the acid?
Spears aren't good for scooping.
the the lights because
And
obviously
marks.
something's going on if they're not all at the same angle.
Fine. Can somebody
Yeah,
roll?
Trish has never been one for my puzzles.
No.
No.
She's like, skip. I don't know what's going on in this campaign. Why? I don't get it.
Hey, I at least take notes.
Okay, so
It's just you should see me play video games. I'm the same
I
way.
have no doubt.
Don't be offended.
I'm gonna go to the nearest light sconce, and I want to examine it carefully because I don't want to cause any problems.
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
No, my other problem is they tend not to play intelligent characters. That's also it. That's also it. They have no intelligence to figure out anything.
Yeah, this would definitely annoy Tessara.
I suck tonight too, and it's 8.
I mean, it looks like a torch sconce. It doesn't. It's bolted to the stone pillar.
Okay.
There's no markings. There's no.
Can I pull it?
Make a athletics check.
You're relatively smart. Can you figure this out?
I have a +1 to intelligence. I don't know if that would.
12.
Oh, actually,
Doesn't
Tara's
budge.
also is a +1.
I have
Yanking on it. It's
That's how
really
intelligent
well
I'm
on
trying
there.
to do this.
16.
Yeah, I mean
Oh!
it's
Miriam's smart.
It's bolted to the pillar,
Mm-hmm.
and you're just you didn't give it a good enough oomph to see if you could wrench it free or anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I imagine like a +1's like a B student. Like they're
Passable.
But you know what I mean? Hey Miriam, you're intelligent. Why don't you do some type of investigative? You're also mechanically minded as a rogue, I would imagine.
Sure. Actually, yeah. I wanna go back to wherever it was we stepped on and we heard the click. Can I look at that? Where is that space? I want to
Right here.
investigate. Specifically, what do I see there?
You just see a large rectangular panel that is now about a quarter of an inch depressed under the rest of the floor.
All right. Does it look like there is anything? It looks like, so if I'm looking at this picture, it looks like there's a similar thing on the opposite side.
You want to cross the room?
Yep. Does that do anything when I step on that one?
That one is also depressed by a quarter of an inch.
Gotcha. So they're connected together. Okay. I want to try to mess with the sconces as well. Like,
No.
Okay.
I want to try to, like, maybe, I don't know, turn them, wiggle them. Do they move up and
Keep an
down?
athletics check.
15 and some stuff.
Miriam's our most intelligent
4.
character.
19.
19. So you grasp one of the sconces and you try to pull it out like she did, and it doesn't budge. So you in your frustration, you kind of shake it, and as you do, you hear this
Love how ChatGPT has +0.
grinding stone on stone, and it moves as you move it to the right. The whole pillar rotates.
Is this the only way it'll rotate? Like, does it move the other way? if I
Yeah,
try
it
to
moves the
move
other way.
So it doesn't give me a hint as to which way it needs to move is what I'm trying to figure out. So no.
Do you want to?
So like a
spin it
save, can you
360?
crack it? Sure.
How much do you want to spin it around? What degree range? All the way around?
Right round.
Yeah, let's slowly spin
Like
it
a
around, see if there's like a snick, a niche, somewhere it settles.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give this one to you. As you kind of gingerly move it, it seems like it's almost like it's on like ball bearings. It moves a little
Oh, I
too
was gonna
smoothly for stone on stone.
Got it?
And it starts to move a great deal, 20 degrees in counterclockwise fashion. And you notice that there's a seam under the pillar. It's not just to the floor. There's about an inch of space between the bottom of the pillar and the floor itself. And as you kind of you look down there and you see what look like ceramic spheres all around the bottom, and that's where what this thing is rotating on, kind of like ball bearings.
Got it. Okay.
It's not as pristine and machined as modern technology, so it's not as smooth, but you would not be able to rotate this thing if not for these.
If not for that.
So you rotate it, you keep rotating it, and you hear this click, and it goes, and it's facing the middle of the pool, and the whole thing drops down that inch and locks in place.
All right, guys, rotate them until they lock
And you're
in
very
place.
happy that your toes weren't under it.
Be careful of your feet.
Okay. So that's this. We'll call that this one right here because you were over here.
Sure.
Can we
Do the rest
all
of those?
go up to another one and do that? Because there's a bunch of them.
I just need an athletics check from whoever wants to do it.
I'll do the next
And we'll say one down.
So Valkish is
this
out of
one's
this question.
a little
I got
Oh.
+3.
Yeah, I sucked at it.
I
5?
got +3.
Yeah, the way you grab it,
Yeah,
it's actually not budging more than a quarter of an inch. Like it's stuck. Something's got it stuck in there. What'd you get?
I have a
Did you
+3.
Okay, roll
I'm
athletics.
proficient, but it's not working.
19.
Is.
Total?
Yep.
Or else he's gonna have to roll a bunch.
Ah, I thought that was a nice.
I've got +3
Shot.
strength
Okay.
too, but I keep.
Morkek, you also
Rolling crap.
spin one around.
Okay,
Yours,
yeah,
I mean,
so-
you see Tassara struggling,
6.
and so you kind of give it a little extra, and it goes zzz,
Oh, you have a -1.
click, poof, and one of the pillars
So now
locks
we're
into place.
2 of.
You've got 2 of 8.
Okay, I sort of just forced my way through that one.
Yeah.
I just rolled a nat 20 in my second try.
Yeah, you kind of walk over to one and you're just trying to find a good grip,
And it just falls.
and it just slips out of your hand and spins around like this one was well oiled and greased and
Nice.
clicks into place.
Zara apparently must have strained a muscle in the last fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay
I'm having the same problem.
She
So
was in
three of these look to be jammed, and a failure makes them jam. So you
Yeah,
notice that
fair.
the one you're on, those of you who failed, it's like there's something like, and you're worried that a little more tension you might break something.
More cake.
When we turn them and they click into place, do they all point in the same direction to the center of the pool?
They all point into the center of the pool,
pool.
and a like blue-green flame comes out of the sconce.
I wonder if we can use our monkey friend and the other friend and some extra strength, maybe work together to get the jammed ones to point in the correct direction so they'll pop into place.
Make a what a mechanical.
Make a
check.
talking to the party check.
It's
Give
kind.
me-
I think
Nice.
it's
Give
like-
me,
Sleight of hand.
give me an intelligence check with your proficiency modifier.
Yeah, sometimes the checks get a little
I don't
weird.
know what that number
Yeah.
is. Oh,
That's why I try to go for
17 total.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, you get on your hands and knees and you look under the one that Tessara did, and there is just a coating of grit and gravel. It almost looks like the pillar that it rotates on is deteriorating underneath. So it may take some cleaning to get it free.
Did anybody bring their archaeology tools?
Right. Anyone got like a
Little dust
little,
cans.
Does anybody have
little
wind
bevel?
dust?
Little air hose, pss, pss, blow it out.
Canned air.
Yeah, the one that you were grabbing, it's the whole pillar is a little crooked, and there's a big crack going up the side of
I'll
it.
just headbutt it back into place. Just dunk.
So, what would you like to do? You got 3 locked in place, 3 look to be jammed, and 2 that nobody's touched. We'll say these 3 are jammed.
Would prestidigitation help anybody? I don't have it, but
Make it look like it's in place.
it's known for cleaning
Does
things.
anyone have mending? I don't mean to be a.
No.
Oh
No.
my god.
Do you have mending?
No, but every single time I've been in a freaking campaign where I can take mending and I haven't taken mended, I've needed it. I can't take it because I'm a rogue.
I
My
have
goodness.
a thorn whip as a cantrip. Can I put a little thorn whip on it and try to use it to leverage it?
Everybody just.
That's about all I got. I'm not actually gonna do that, but because Desara's standing over there thinking, and she's like, "No, it's a stupid idea." It literally is called thorn whip. It's got thorns on it.
I don't know if it's gonna help here.
No,
I don't think so. Try. You can always try.
no. Zara's not that smart, but she's not that dumb.
I don't have anything that would clean it.
Desara's gonna blow.
Yeah, that's yeah.
You blow free the gravel.
Wait, what about the robot? Doesn't he have like some kind of shooty thing?
Oil or
He uses the pressure and just. Psst.
Yeah.
Does he? Let me see.
oil can.
He does have prestidigitation.
So do I.
Yeah. Doesn't it?
Just- I just don't know
Doesn't it
what that
clean
actually-
stuff?
Can you use it to clean?
No.
You can use it to clean yourself. It just lifts dirt
Oh.
away.
Well, what if I put my foot underneath the pillar and
No, we established that's
lifts
a
the
bad
dirt
idea.
away?
Yeah.
Well, there's an inch gap. I could probably
Fit like a toe in there.
I could probably stick a foot underneath there.
What happened to
Your
Kale's
foot, as you
toes?
slide your foot underneath it, it gets very dusty. You cast prestidigitation, and your foot is clean.
Your foot is clean.
The cleanliness doesn't rise.
Hey, it worked.
Okay, wait. Did the dust that was on his foot come out so that
That
it
was good effort.
clean out from under there and it's clean under there
Not
now?
nearly enough.
It was a try.
It was a try.
Can I druid craft a tiny broom?
You
know what?
You can.
Do the monkey or
Sure, I do that,
You
and
do a
I
little
start
foxtail.
sweeping.
All right,
Archaeology.
give me an acrobatics check.
I got something for you.
Yeah, just to see if you
Oh,
can
like
get
a
in
dex,
there.
kinda.
Yeah.
You hit your finger wrong.
What'd
You
you
say,
say?
ah, damn.
Said I got something for you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fireball.
7.
7. I'll say that
Not wrong, right?
your little druidcraft.
The confidence of a middle-aged man.
You're in such a hurry to make a little dust broom that you forget to make it like dry and stiff, and it's just like a wilted bouquet of flowers. You try to jam it in there, and you get a few little pebbles out of there and some dust out, but it doesn't do the trick. What you got?
I'm gonna drop my trousers and take a piss in there.
Okay. All
I
right.
guess we haven't tried peeing on it.
Okay. You've turned the. So wait, hold on. Let me get this very clear.
Yep, I'm gonna drop my trousers, get on my
Drop
knees
to
and
your-
pee in there.
It's more than your knees. You're gonna have to like lay sideways. And
The
just kinda, like-
sacrifices we make, I'm doing it.
So all right.
Do I pee at an advantage or disadvantage?
I mean, it's an auto hit.
Really? Kale's aim's that good? Alright.
So
It's the centuries of age.
He's,
I know we're
he's
not
just
aiming
been
to about
practicing. He's been
200.
practicing waiting for
I've
this
been waiting for
moment.
this moment my entire life.
First-
My sea legs.
first time ever in a campaign, someone has made it a point to say I'm peeing. So I will say that you turn the dust into cement and wash it away.
Woo! It worked.
I'll give you that one.
Okay.
All right,
We have
guys.
water bottles, Kale!
This one is now
I had to go anyway.
little
Reduce,
smelly.
reduce, recycle.
Dual purpose.
A little smelly. There's
Go
little
anyway.
stream trails leading away from it.
Okay, so you
welcome.
spin it because the rest of us have
Just
sucked.
keep breaking it.
Well, I did okay. I'll try another one.
Hey, you moved too.
14.
Oh, I
14
got
is enough. You're able to rotate it towards the center. It locks in place, and the sconce lights up.
How many
I
are
have
left?
21.
21. You got it. We got another one.
Is there one left now?
There are 3 left. And 2 of them are jammed. Only
Oh.
one of them is not.
One of them.
Now 20. I'll take one of the jams.
Hey!
All right.
This dice is rolling really
So,
nicely for me to dab.
the crooked one that Kale was messing with originally, with the big crack in it, it looks like the crack is so great that it looks like with some force you might be able to shatter this cylindrical shell and expose the clockwork inside. That's all I'm going to give you, though.
Could we try to strap it together?
It's
Like make like a
Like a
ratchet? I mean, all you need
tourniquet
is
for
a stick and some rope, and you could.
well, you look up at the ceiling and you notice that there's also a seam above it too. Like it's got ball bearings on the other side,
Yeah.
and the crack goes all the way up, and you can it's so wide that you can see inside, and there's these rotating stone discs that you could kind of almost see the clockwork inside, and you can see that this thing. You're able to kind of rotate a little bit. It's stuck, but you can see that the inner stones they counter-rotate inside.
How big, dimension-wise,
They're about
is the cylinder?
7 feet wide. They're huge.
So would breaking it open
Dang
be
it, I don't
an
think I can do
advantage or a
that.
disadvantage?
Well, he already said that apparently my ratchet strap idea wasn't
What if
very
I just
good.
try and bear hug them together?
Yeah, make a.
Can I wrap my arms
yeah,
around
make
them?
an athletics check.
Okay.
How is that better
That was
than my rope?
not good at all. That's a
Gotta use
6.
leverage.
You give the pillar what it needed, and that is a big hug. And you feel good about
Aw.
it. If this thing had a soul and a face, it would be like, thanks, man.
Nice, nice.
I didn't realize that we were gonna get a metaphor.
Can I try it again?
You can, but it's going to be a higher DC.
Never mind.
I think we
Bear
should
hug
try to.
together while you guys turn it.
I think we should try to.
Yeah, you can't bear hug it and shimmy to the side.
Oh, it's stuck.
I think that we should try to chip away it and see if we can expose the mechanism.
All right, more keck. Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
I just realized that way.
Delicate.
I mean, he definitely would break it.
And
Right.
everything else
Originally,
inside.
I was going to be like, well, let's just do the rest of them, and then the level of the acid will go down. But that doesn't seem to be how it's working, right?
No,
Like,
the
we've gotten
level
a bunch them in
of the
place.
pool has not.
Yeah, I feel like it'll
So does
drain
anybody
once
have a
they're all
hand axe? We
right.
can use the
So
back of
the
the hand
other,
axe.
there are how many left? We got the broken one,
You got two. You got
two that are
more
jammed,
that
and
are
one
jammed.
broken one.
No, 2 that are jammed and 1 that hasn't been touched yet.
I'm gonna roll on the one that
two
hasn't
that
been
are
touched.
jammed is the okay.
Damn it!
You jammed it. You jammed it.
The dice. The dice.
I have +2. I should be able to do this.
You know what? Let's have the NPCs do some stuff.
Heard if you pee on it,
Kaidu
as well.
is not a real
This one
strong
wasn't
looking
jammed or
guy, but him
anything.
and Michi are going to work together, and he's going to try to rotate the one that's. Oh, that's not bad. That's not. Well, he does it at advantage because Michi's helping him. Oh, that's better. Yeah. Okay, so one of them gets rotated by
thank
our
you.
NPC friends.
2 more.
2 more.
One is
Both are
broken.
broken.
Okay, so they're broken. There's one with a crack and one that's just jammed, right?
Yeah, the one that's not cracked and it's just jammed. It won't move at all.
Can we see under it and it's full of grit, or
Make an
what's?
investigation check.
Okay. Investigation. Hold on, I gotta look. 20.
20. Yeah,
20.
you peer underneath there, and you can see that several of those little, and they're about the size of like an apple. These little ceramic ball bearings, like 3 or 4 of them are like cracked and crumbled, and you get the feeling like maybe that's where the gravel came from in the other one. That these under this immense weight of these pillars, over time, maybe of use to, these things have cracked and crumbled. So it looks like it's one of the little ball bearings is like a half of a sphere, and it's like jammed into a bad position. And it just looks like it's really going to be rough trying to get out of there.
I would like to take one of my daggers to that one and try to chip that one that's broken and like.
Make an attack.
I mean, it's an inch. I could get a couple fingers in there and scoop it out.
Yep. The distance
Hey.
from the perimeter of the pillar and the ball bearings is like 4 inches.
Oh no, because it's an attack. It's not something that guidance would help with.
No, but it's an auto attack. You can roll twice to see if you crit.
Oh, cool. By the way, you should be casting guidance all the time.
It's a cantrip.
It is a cantrip, and it
Costs
helps
nothing.
with like does it? Yeah, it helps with like ability checks.
Yes.
What kind of check was I rolling?
It's an attack.
Oh, it's an attack. Oh, thank God. It's slightly higher. 11.
11?
Yup.
What did you use?
A dagger.
Your dagger's stuck.
I don't care.
It's just jammed in
It's
there.
not
I don't
you.
You
care,
try to
man.
get it. You get it wedged between 2 of those ball bearings, and then you try to move it, and you're like, and now there's a dagger under the pillar.
Hey, Mary!
What?
You might want to take a look at this one. And I'm not going to touch anymore.
Are pillars y'all's doors?
What would happen if I cast Eldritch Blast at the bottom of at the base
Ty,
of it?
I am not going to tell you what will happen.
I'll do it.
Just have to do it.
No! No, because you're gonna ruin the ball bearings and then we'll
Listen,
be
he
screwed.
pissed on a pile of gravel and
It is
got it out of the
force
way.
damage.
If they're actually
Yeah, you're just gonna
ceramic,
break
the
it.
heat won't bother them.
No, no.
Force.
It's force
For-
damage.
I was
Hey, we have
force
that at our
damage.
house.
So it's going to shatter them. No. Yeah. Also, this is why I don't
I don't know,
like
it sounds like you just did it. So what did you do?
Well, I'm trying to spin the pillar.
Okay. In what way? Like you're trying to like graze the edge?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, make an attack.
It just turns to dust in front of us.
And I mean, that's
And to be clear, which pillar are you doing this on?
The one that's rust, or the one that won't be able. That's not.
There's 2 of them.
There's 2.
There's one that's next
Those
to
cracked
where
or the
you
not
were.
cracked one?
She's got a
Cracked
crack
and tilted, and
Yeah.
then there's one that's just not moving.
that has a
Dagger champ.
Yeah, now it has a dagger in
The
it.
one that has the dagger in it.
Okay.
Great.
What's your attack?
My attack is. Let's see. It's. Yeah. Yeah, that's a 20.
20. Roll your damage.
By the way, this is why I tend to try to skip your puzzles, because couple poor rolls and we end up in this situation, and we always end up in this
Hey, man,
situation.
Indiana Jones doesn't have
7.
this trouble. 7 points of damage. Your
He's also a
Eldritch
terrible
Blast
archaeologist.
actually carves a section of the pillar. Just like you're just kind of glancing the edge of it, carves a section of the pillar. The whole thing rocks. Dust comes from the ceiling. There's a rumbling sound, and you can see the bottom of that pillar. Like you see dust kind of go poof, like that, and it goes and moves just that much.
Okay, so it did move, guys.
It did move about an inch.
So try
Did you-
it.
did your
so
dagger-
You try
did
again.
the dagger
yeah,
fall
did
out?
the dagger?
The
come
dagger
in?
is free.
Hey,
You're
It is-
welcome.
It is bent.
I don't need it.
It's all bent.
It's like,
So
you
you,
gotta look
moving it
cute.
again?
try moving.
I've
it.
had those for months. This is the first time
That's
I've
why-
used them.
You grasp this. You kind of grip it by the hole that his blast made, kind of
Thank
like a hand hold, and you just kind of like, and the bottom of that, all that dust and gravel just kind of scatters
She's
away.
trying to pepper.
And it seems like now it's rotating on the few ball bearings that are left, just fine.
I think if we all work together on the last one because it's broken, if
That
we
one
all
clicks into place.
if we all use like
Teamwork.
combined strength,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, don't forget the help action on any ability check grants you
Doesn't
advantage.
necessarily. Would all of us doing it actually make an effect as opposed to just two of us doing it?
Well, if two people do it, that's the help action. So
I
you get to
know.
roll an advantage. You don't get double advantage.
But I'm saying like, because what you could also do is if all of us do it, you could lower the DC on the help
I
action.
could do that.
I don't know if you're. Is it worth us? Fine.
It's worth a try.
Well,
Let's all just ring around the room.
Trish,
and just
listen,
grab it.
I reward out of the box thinking on puzzles. This is what you've failed to grasp over the years.
No, because I try out of the box thinking and I got sassed out of existence for suggesting we strap the thing to hold it together.
I never sassed you away from that. You just
Yes, you
didn't.
did.
You just didn't try it.
Okay.
You said
so.
that won't work. Was the exact
I
word.
think I said that.
I don't remember, but let's just try and move this together.
Okay.
So
Two strongest
All in
people.
this together.
I have a 16.
So I can take an athletic.
17.
If everyone in the party is doing this, if everyone in the party is grabbing a section of this and trying to move it, I'll give everyone a roll of athletics.
Art.
So you can roll for you and you can roll for Valkesh. For all the good that'll do.
Yeah. Really.
All right, well, I guess everybody.
All right, Valkesh is getting that number.
Oh, hey, it's finally 10.
Is it an athletics check? Dirty
Yes.
20.
Dirty 20. Very good.
4 for Valkesh.
What about Valkesh is like, I'm helping.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
like
we're
that,
all turning
he's
down
like
what
that
he's
guy
doing,
where everyone's
that's right.
carrying a large, heavy object. He's like, yeah, I got you guys. I got you. No problem.
he's like just pushing on the sconce just
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit.
17 for Morkak.
17 from Orkek. Dirty 20 from Miriam. What'd you get?
15.
15.
10.
10. What'd you
12.
12. All right. So it doesn't move as much as those of you who really got a good grip on this. Actually, it seems like it's not solid stone. It's almost like it's worked concrete. And you peel a huge section of it off, falls to the ground, and it shatters. You can see more of this counter-spinning disc all the way up the pillar. And it almost looks like there are little like stone cogs. And one or two of them are crooked. You can see that now.
How big are they?
They're like this thick, and about this big around.
Miriam.
Two of them are like crooked a little bit.
Please bring
Everything
it.
else looks like it's in line.
Your mechanical mindedness.
Yeah, I was gonna say either you could try and like do the
Do a
specific
rogue
finicky-
rogue
If you need a
Rope
lever,
thing.
I've got a 8-foot brass spear we found earlier that
Or I
I
could
don't
just-
mind sacrificing.
Try and climb
I also
it.
have
Brass is
master
stronger than
crafted
bronze, right?
thieves tools, but I don't
Yeah, but I
know
think they're a
right
little
now.
too small.
Yeah.
Brass is a mix. Is an alloy. Bronze is. Well, no, they're both alloys.
Copper and tin is bronze.
Brass is copper and zinc. So honestly, about
I
the
think
same.
brass is probably meant to be stronger than bronze.
It's,
Let's try
it has a
that.
slightly hard, less,
Little harder.
less like malleability
There you go.
to it, but
It's
Okay.
better than nothing.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay, I'm gonna let Miriam use that 8-foot spear to try and knock that
Okay.
cocked.
That will lower this DC.
All right.
Sticks
Using
it in there,
a
just
lever.
Shoot me with a
dangles from
stick.
the ground.
What do
So
I gotta do?
what exactly are you doing?
I don't know. What am I doing?
You're trying to straighten out the cocked
So
cog.
I'm trying to straighten out the crooked cock.
Okay, you sticking the spear in there and trying to wedge it into
Sure.
place. All right.
hey, they're supposed to
You
have
can make
little
a
wings.
you can make an acrobatics check on this because this is a little more intricate than just pushing something.
I have +7 to acrobatics. I rolled a 16.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
Both of those cogs, you get your spear in there and you're like, oh, it's like click. You're like, it's a lot less difficult, and the whole thing,
It's like a giant thieves tool.
the whole thing kind of goes click, and then you see it wasn't actually connected up top, and it just goes and just kind of straightens out now that these cogs are kind of drawing the whole mechanism together. So now it's up and down. It's straight up and down.
I got
Okay,
it.
so now we could try
So
and
now
turn
we
it
can try and
again.
turn it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try.
So
and
are we doing it as a group, or
Yeah, I would
or
say
did just like
just
the
to preserve
strong people
Just to
wanna do
preserve it,
or-
I say we do it all as a group.
Okay, here we go again.
All right, let's get an athletics check
One
from
more time
everybody.
around the block.
Oh, nat 20.
Hey!
That's
That definitely will help.
Valkesh is getting that.
Ooh.
Okay, 2 from Valkesh.
Again, Valkesh is like.
You should turn it.
So you all grab it together, and just as it starts to spin, that's when Valkesh puts his hand on it. And he's like, "Aha!" It starts to, and it
Really needed those 2 points.
it rotates in place, clicks, and then the whole pillar goes and just falls apart, and little stone cogs fall all over the floor. From the top of the ceiling, little rubble starts to form, and it scatters across, splashing into the acid. However, you hear a click, 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 and you start to see 2 pedestals rise out of the floor
This puzzle doesn't end.
on either end of the room. It looks
what
like
do
in
pedestals do?
the middle of the pedestal looks like a teal-colored jewel or stone, and it's raised by kind of a setting, like a brass setting.
What if after all this it was just mucky water and he said it was acid to throw us
No,
off?
we checked.
So we could just reach in.
It smelled
Alright,
sour.
where?
Yeah, it smelled like acid.
So we have not emptied the pool of the acid, and we have found another puzzle.
Yeah.
Oh boy!
Is it a button?
Yeah,
It's a jewel. What
I
do you
wanna
mean by
take a
that
look-
question?
I want to take a look and see if it's trapped, or if we lift the jewel, if something will happen, or.
Make an investigation check.
Or do we press it like a
I
button?
just rolled a nat 20
Oh.
and I had 3 to
Yeah,
that.
keep using that dice.
I know, right? It's
you-
a good one to
Miriam
do.
fully understands the trap.
This is what would fool many people into thinking that is something to be collected. You realize that if you were to pull this jewel out of its setting, you can see that these brass fittings are meant to extend and snake out real fast
To hurt someone and.
if it's
not-
pulled up.
Right.
But
So we gotta
you
Indiana
notice
Jones
Yeah.
that it's
Push down.
it's depressible,
Yeah.
and they're both exactly the same.
Like a button!
All right. I'm gonna push it.
All right. You push it, and you instantly hear like a very tiny, minute mechanical sound of cogs and clockwork. And you push it down, and as you depress it, it fills a cavity that it went into. So now there's just a flat teal surface, and the whole center of the pool starts to vortex until
Give it a minute.
it reveals
Yeah.
the center of the
I
room.
would like to take a little water and dump it on the orbs
I was-
before picking them up.
I was gonna mention that
Well,
we should
I will say
wipe them
this.
off or something.
The floor is coated in acid. You can tell this. The floor is coated in acid, and it's pretty deep. You won't be able to reach and grab them.
What about?
There's a
How-
coating. Even if you let it drain for a few minutes, it's
'cause it's a
something.
thick- it's
anything
viscous.
touching the floor is
Like
going
honey.
to dissolve.
What about spirit hand? Can't that pick up things?
Like
No.
magic candy.
Magic
Ma-
hand.
Mage
yes,
hand
mage
can.
yeah.
I don't even know if
You don't have mage hand. It would typically be the
Nope.
sorcerer.
It's
but
limited to
he's-
5 pounds, but you notice that these orbs
They're not heavy.
are not that heavy. They're pretty dense, but not that heavy.
And how far is it to the middle?
It's about, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. It's a wide,
Damn.
wide.
Can I try to thorn whip one? I have a range of 30 feet.
Make an attack.
Is it safe to assume that it's also about 20 feet
Nope,
deep?
nope, different
Because
dice, different dice,
Yeah,
fuck that dice.
it goes to it's not 20 feet deep. It's like 10 feet deep. It's kind of got like a pit grade to it.
Not great. 14?
You smack one of them orbs and it goes back to the middle. You got one.
No, it would pull it towards me.
I don't think you can grasp things with Thornwind.
Yeah, I can. You can pull a creature 10 feet towards you.
It's not a creature.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying
It's
that,
an orb.
it has the ability to do that.
Okay. All right, I'll give you one.
You just made an Indiana Jones reference, and when I try to do an Indiana
That's fine.
Jones.
That's fine. I didn't know you could grasp with it. Okay.
Yeah, it says large or smaller.
No one ever uses it to grasp stuff. He just hits things with it.
Yeah, well, can pull it to you, like. All right. Can I do that to the second one?
Yeah, you can try.
Because I got one, right? You said.
Yeah.
Cool. Also, I'm not gonna like grab it into my hand. I'm gonna like land it on.
Yeah,
the
it's
floor.
coated in acid.
Yeah, wash it off. Oh, net 20.
Okay. Yeah, you grasp the other one.
I do it.
You do it so fast it flings toward your head. You got to dodge it out of the way.
Was there only 2 of them in there?
There,
Yeah.
there was only 2. That's
Yeah.
all you could see.
And I wash them off with a little water and then put them in the pile.
You also hear something that whoever is nearest these pedestals, you hear a click, click.
I hear it.
Like a timer?
This
I
is
wanna-
not good, guys. We need to
You
leave.
just hear it.
I want to push the other one.
No, they both
Oh,
got
okay,
pressed.
No,
I think
yeah, let's,
Forward!
I think it's a timer.
get
but
outta
it just
here.
fills back up once the timer goes
Click.
off.
I don't care, I wanna get out of this room.
Yeah,
Yep,
I
we already
don't
got-
care
we already got the
clicking.
order.
Move!
Let's
We're going.
Let's
Okay.
go this way.
That is, there's a large door in your way, right here.
We can't open the door?
It's just a seam with 2 handles on either side.
Is there a
I
door on
open the
this,
door.
this one?
Go ahead and give me an athletics check. This is a big, heavy stone door.
Morkek, can you
Yeah, I was
come
gonna
help
say,
me
would
open
you
the
like some
door?
help? Got you.
Oh, now you roll well. 19.
Yeah, I mean
When it's a door.
it's grinding. Whatever hinges it has are old and deteriorated, so it really takes some effort. You and Morkek kind of grasping this thing. You're able to get it about 3 feet wide,
Good enough.
which is tough for you, and then it gets stuck open. But it does lead into this wide hallway,
Yeah.
which takes a left. There's a little chamber with like benches and deteriorated accoutrement,
Any orbs?
and nope, no orbs, and it leads back into the large
Yeah.
room.
We're gonna turn up that hallway and go towards that last bit we haven't explored.
Okay. This last bit you haven't explored
Well, over here, we still have that room we can't get into.
is what looks like this door is deteriorated wood. So you're able to kind of, you try to pull it open, it just shatters.
Yeah.
Okay, so you all arrived in this side room. It had kind of a zigzag hallway to it.
No orbs in the hallway?
No orbs in the hallway. But you have in this room 4 floor-to-ceiling pillars. There is a different figure carved into each one. One looks like an eagle. Another one looks like a kind of a canine wolfy kind of look to it. Yeah, not these guys. Whatever. Another one is difficult to see because it's kind of it's been eroded, and above it you see a hole where there's darkness. So it looks like it might have been water damage, but it's all since dried up. And the third one is a creature that you all recognize. Has a smooth head, no nose,
Oh, one of the weird guys.
and 4 tentacles coming out of the front of its face. They are all facing the middle of the room.
Can I roll?
There are boxes. Some are shattered, some are open. Most of them are intact, pushed up against the walls on shelves.
Can I roll a nature check to try to see what the eroded one may have?
Yeah, sure.
Like what I think it resembles. Ooh, that's pretty good. That's a 22.
You catch the side of the head, and you see an elongated ear. But could be elven, could be tiefling. You don't see the front of the face. But you do see long sweeping hair. So, more likely than not, maybe elven.
So we've got an eagle, some type of like canine, bestial, elven, and then weird alien thing.
Yeah. There's nothing special about the middle of the floor. There's no platform. There's no dais.
I'll let Miriam be the judge of that. Any non-steppy tiles? Because we've been doing a lot of stepping on tiles.
I'm gonna check for traps.
Okay.
I rolled a 17 and I add 6 to that, so a lot, 23.
So these crates in this room are of unique, very well made. They're not like, you get the feeling that these weren't meant to transport barley or jerky. They're I would say mastercrafted, but made of wood, so old. The bracketry on the corners are pristine, so probably not steel. And inspecting each of the crates, none of the crates have any kind of strings or pressure plates or anything like that. You'd have to try to pry one open because they do look like they're sealed shut.
You have my 8-foot staff or spear.
Let's try to pry one open.
Okay, go ahead and make it. We'll say make an attack with it. Spear. Let me see. I don't
That was
know
cocked.
if you have to be proficient in
Oh,
spears.
yeah, I should
Hold
have
on,
it.
give me 1 second.
I think they're considered simple.
I think they're right. I think you are. They're ranged though. They might be finesse.
No, because you can use.
They're not ranged. They have reach.
I rolled less than a 5.
That's not good.
I know.
Spear is simple melee weapon,
I lie. I rolled a 7. I forgot. I have to
so
add
you
that
can
up.
add your proficiency to that.
That still gets me 11. That's not
11.
a lot.
11. It's okay. It's an inanimate object.
It's a box. Okay.
It's a box. So
Okay.
you, I'll say that you, instead of getting your
Worth a
spear
shot.
tip between the lid and the box to pry it, you just stab it in the side
Crikey.
and goes right straight through, and nothing but sand pours out of it.
Sand.
Yeah,
In these elaborately made boxes.
and it's a weird color. It's like a salmony color.
Pink sand.
Bermuda pink sand.
Is it sand? Are we
Make
sure
a
it's
nature
sand?
check.
Mortec, lick it.
I don't
It's
think
salt.
Starts sizzling in my mouth.
Oh.
11?
11. It looks like sand, although it's a little grittier.
So it's coarse sand.
It's
Not fine sand.
No, it's almost like
smell?
it does not have an odor. It's almost like there's something in it aside from these granules of salmon colored glass. There's a black pepper interspersed. And you notice that as you stab,
Oh god.
you hit something internal.
They're not cremated remains.
That's solid. It's like you kind of like went.
You're filing someone's.
So now we gotta get this open.
Well, it is open. There's about a
Yeah.
7-inch hole in it.
But I
pouring,
mean,
pouring sand onto the ground.
But I hit something,
levels.
so
yeah,
so what is the thing that I hit?
It's metallic. You have to.
without opening the lid.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's open the lid.
All right. How do you want to do that?
I don't know.
You can make an athletics check to pry it open with
Sure.
the spear.
13 plus 4.
yeah, you know, don't
17.
use your hand, don't touch it.
Now use the spear. 17.
Okay.
Post.
You're able to kind of get it in there, and you notice that these boxes are really well nailed together. So you have to really wrench to the. And what did you get?
17.
17's good. All right. You do it without damaging your spear because your spear is not magical. It's just a brass spear. You're able to get the top off, and you see immersed in this pink powdery substance a silver helmet.
Yeah. That's not useful to us.
You don't know what it does.
Yeah.
Is it an orb? So someone doesn't wear armor.
There could be an orb under the helmet or
Alright.
inside.
Alright, who's willing to pick it up?
I'm gonna open another box in the meantime
Okay.
with my sword.
All right. Go ahead and make an attack. Are you like pry barring it, or are you just slashing it open?
I'm gonna pry bar.
Okay. Then make a athletics check.
What's nat 20?
Nat 20. Yeah. You kind of take her lead. You can see where the wood comes together almost seamlessly. You can find the seam. You jam your sword in there, pop the lid off, and inside of this is not sand. you see many, like 10 large, dark brown, well-made glass bottles, all corked.
Are they empty?
No, they've got a fluid in them.
Ooh.
They're
It's probably vinegar at
and
this
they're
point.
they're strangely larger than like wine bottle size. Like they're bigger.
Hey guys, maybe we don't take the grave goods.
It's like a 40.
Throwing that out.
40 OE.
40 of fucking 1,000-year-old wine. So it's probably gross vinegar at this point. Maybe again, we don't take the grave goods.
Listen,
No,
we're
I'm
hobos.
not-
What else do we?
Yeah.
We're looking for orbs. We gotta open these things to see if there's orbs in there.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm not saying we don't
Judgy.
open them. I'm saying we don't take anything.
I didn't take this. I left them.
So there's 2 more boxes?
No, there's like 10 boxes. In this
Okay.
room.
Oh
It's
my
a-
God.
It is quite literally a storeroom.
Oh, okay.
Of somebody's grave goods.
There's also like rolled, what looks like it used to be rolled carpeting, but it's like sagged and deteriorated into almost dust. You just barely tell that these are like old fabrics rolled into bolts and skeins.
Okay.
Heartily useless.
I want to uncork one of the bottles because I'm weird.
Okay. It's
Right.
it's an old cork. So
Oh, so
since
it's
you don't have a corkscrew,
It falls apart. I'm
yeah, you
sure.
kind of jab at it with your dagger and just sort of like grind it into mush.
Well, if the wine was any good before, now
gross now.
it's cork.
And Miriam's unconscious because it's chloroform.
Just drinks it.
No, that would kill her.
You can smell it has a strangely sweet, but also sort of like a sagey, herby smell.
Yeah, this is some kind of potion, I'm sure. I don't have magic, but I'm sure.
It smells familiar.
Okay.
It smells like something you have.
like red wine vinegar.
No, it's got kind of like a dulling, medicine-y smell.
Again.
What else in the
Or
rest
it's
of
a
the
healing
boxes?
pot.
Let's open the rest of them.
All right, and for the sake of brevity, half the boxes are filled with decomposed plant matter, but wrapped in. It looks like they were once wrapped in a very nice ring, like some kind of manacle of some kind, and those are also very shiny,
What color shiny?
like a silvered shiny.
Your resident thief is
No.
probably pocketing all this random
All
metal.
right, you have 6 platinum rings.
Great.
Wow.
But no orbs.
No orbs. The last box that you open, it has what looks like a number of scrolls inside of it, and one of the scrolls is sealed inside of what looks like either electrum or platinum scroll case, and it doesn't appear to be a way in. It's like almost like a solid cylinder, but you can hear something paper sounding rattling inside of it. It's about this big.
Can I do an Arcana check?
You can take a look at. There's nothing written on it. You can roll Arcana to see if you get any kind of magic-y feel from it.
$16.
16. Yeah, you can definitely tell that there's some kind of magic scroll in here, but you just don't know how to open
Hey, Mortex, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you absolutely obliterate one of these boxes so that I can just quickest way possible double check there's not an orb in here?
Sure.
it. Make an attack.
15
15 with what?
with Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer, you slice the top of this box open, and it kind of explodes like it was under pressure, and hits you in the face with like a
Pocket sand.
yeah, kind of like a gritty substance, and you're gonna definitely need to make a dex save.
Getting people killed over there?
I said to smash the box. He chose to slash the box.
Either way, I
It's
think it
like
would have done the
14, I
same
got
thing.
22 over here.
No, I'm good.
15.
15 fails.
Cool.
You take 9 of piercing damage, and you take 4 poison damage.
Yeah. Plus,
Now you can half both of those.
Plus, I thought that we'd open
Wait, so
the box, all the boxes already.
7?
No, you told him to smash a box.
Yeah, you said for the sake of brevity, blah 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 blah. So I thought all the boxes had been opened.
Right. They weren't all checked for traps though.
Sorry.
Just that.
You can't sake of brevity us into a trap.
I can do whatever I want. Page 4, DMG. Page 4, paragraph 5.
I'm gonna go buy myself a dungeon manual just so I can
Just to
see if
check
it's really
that.
there.
Inside of this box, you find a locked chest about this big. It is not locked. Or excuse me, closed chest. It is not locked.
Oh, I was gonna say, you want to smash it?
Hey, can we check it for traps?
It's actually quite ornate.
Yeah, check for traps. Please, Miriam.
We're now checking everything for traps.
22.
We're not doing a single thing without having
Traps.
checked
Not
it for
trap? Okay.
traps.
No, you've already sprung the trap.
I open it up.
It has 3 silver orbs inside of it.
Oh, hey,
95.
And not for nothing, the chest looks pretty valuable. You have a small chest. It's about this big. Small hinged wood and metal mastercraft.
We're up to 28. We need 8 more.
Well, we still have to.
Yeah, we still-
This is the door we can't open, right?
That is the door that has.
And we know we left some.
Is it the stuff coming out?
No, we already got those.
That's got that door on it.
Oh, yeah.
We already went down back through all those hallways.
And got those orbs. Okay.
All right, Miriam, can you roll like a trap check on the rest of the unopened
I
boxes?
will be a benevolent DM, and I will say that this big giant room with the scary statues in it, you guys did not check that room out. You just kind of stepped foot in it and said, F this, and left.
What, the one with the door?
No. The one.
Sand one?
Nope. The one right in the middle, right under your finger. Yeah, you guys just kind of poked your head in there, said F this place, and left. You guys did not actually check it out.
No, we rolled to make sure there were no orbs in there.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, we rolled for orbs, there were no orbs, so we left.
Yeah, there were no orbs on the floor. There are things in that room. There's 2 sarcophagi.
We didn't fully check it.
There's piles of,
Wait,
of bones.
wasn't that the place we tried setting up camp?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you said nah.
No, because it had that bad aura.
Yeah, you guys did
And
not
the
like
weird.
that.
No, it's not that we said nah. It's that literally the room said nah. 3 of us, I think, had to run away because they failed the wisdom
Rooms
save.
don't have voices.
Listen,
It doesn't have the voice to say nah.
Ghosts have voices.
No, the vibe said nah.
Yeah.
Vibe check. Failed your vibe check.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Well, this is the point in the video game where I'd be looking up a walkthrough, by the way. Because yeah, we need 8 more. We need 8 more orbs. We don't know where they are, and we can't get through that one door. And we've checked everything else.
what about this other spot down here?
That's through the door.
Alright, what about
That we
over
need
there?
the orbs. For. We can't get through that door.
Just go on Google.
It's
Like,
magic, and
How do
we
I say
tried and couldn't do
And
anything.
we don't have enough magical magic.
Nope.
It sounds like we've got to go back and check this room again.
That's what he's implying. But then we're all gonna die.
I mean, we didn't all die from the 3-day-long combat.
Oh,
So,
ye of little faith.
oh, we have lots of them.
Oh no, I have faith that in your ability to try
I
to
am
kill
not
us.
Exactly.
simply trying to murder you all. This is
Well,
a story. It's a collaborative.
Let's just go back to that room.
Can we
I'll
just-
cast friends, and we'll become friends with it.
Trish, do you want your character to just leave? You seem like you really don't want to be here.
We've been in this dungeon forever!
Yep, it's a big dungeon.
I don't like multi-session dungeons.
Okay.
Why do you think I always leave town like a cowboy at the end of the movie?
This is an open world game. You guys can just leave. There's nothing holding you here. I think you guys came here with the promise of like some gauntlets and a weapon or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't here at that session because Ken had a birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, no, I just magically awoke and was here from my perspective.
We're here because we need to make more money so we can buy stuff.
There's other ways to make money. I don't think we've made the amount of money in here is not worth what we're doing.
How do you know?
I don't know. There could be
You
like
haven't been
there could be like
everywhere yet.
800 platinum in here.
I got 6 platinum rings right now.
Yeah, they're like this big.
I think we need to go back.
I've got them braided into my hair, classic Dune fashion. There you go.
Without going through the room with the big door, because we didn't want to mess with things in there too much, can we just get very quickly back to the tomb room that's the DM's hinting we need to go to?
Okay, you enter. I don't think I need to worry about. Oh wait, no, I've got the. You can pull that map out of there
With this?
from underneath. No. Underneath the big bag.
There's no map under there.
Yes, there is.
Oh.
I put it there.
That's why he wants us to go. He had it already.
Yeah.
Now, I will say this: as you enter the room, it is late at this moment. You guys are all getting like you've been at this for all day
Days.
long.
Yeah.
So
We tried sleeping and
Yeah.
no one would let us.
Yeah, we're delirious. We haven't slept in years.
At least days. At least.
it's not that I didn't let you sleep; it's that you chose to camp in a place that has bad energy.
There's nowhere to camp here. That's the problem. We keep trying to go into rooms and like there's nowhere to
There's
shut it
doors
off.
that don't work.
Maybe we
There's-
should try to get the scroll open, because maybe there's something that we can use.
Because that.
Good, try it. You have Arcana. That's also the problem is you don't use your Arcana.
I
Use it.
actually don't have that much Arcana. Like, I don't know.
Well, give it a go then.
Make it coming off aggressive.
Yes, because my character has no Arcana. The scroll is useless.
Her magic just
to her.
happens.
Yeah, the armor is useless
So
to her.
what is a scroll in?
It's in a cipher.
What do you mean? It's in a
tube.
silvered, very shiny cylindrical tube,
Mm-hmm.
and it doesn't appear to have any
Way of opening.
seam. It's just almost like you can hear it's hollow. Something's inside of it,
Okay.
but you can't like it doesn't twist apart, doesn't pull apart. There's no seam. It's very strange. This music is a little too nice.
Too
It's very
ethereal.
relaxing.
You've reached a level 8 puzzle box. Good luck.
Can I try to cut it open with my sword?
Make an attack.
Like what you put on the ground and you're just gonna.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's a magic sword. Cutting a magic tube, I'm guessing. That is a 25.
25.
Yeah.
Okay. You're hitting with your
With my
agony?
magic sword, yeah.
With agony.
Yeah, agony.
Yeah. You hit it once, and you hear it go twang, and that pisses you off. And it's almost like you're not the one who's pissed off. Your right arm grows hot, and you notice that as you grip your sword tighter, that demonic look to your hand snakes down your arm, and a big spike pops out of your elbow, and it snakes up your bicep, and you see like these weird markings, like they were carved with a knife in red flesh, and it starts to go up your shoulder, and you feel that searing heat grasp your neck, and you hear in your head just like an angered grunting breathing with anticipation. You strike it again, and your sword goes clean through the end and slices it off, and this pop of sparks comes out the end of it, and a rolled piece of parchment with like the end of it sliced off pops out the side and lands on the ground.
Nice.
So I'm gonna go read it.
Okay. It is written in, what languages do you speak?
I speak Common, Elvish, and Infernal.
Okay. It is Common, Elvish, and Infernal. Okay, you can't read it, but Valkesh can. It is in Draconic, which at this point you understand that Draconic is this ancient magic language.
It's the trend.
Yeah, it's made for mages who existed long ago. He reads it. I'm not going to make him roll for that. And it is a scroll of Circle of Death.
Oh,
It is a very powerful spell.
whoa.
But you're gonna have to hold on to this for a while to even be able to potentially cast it.
No. Scrolls, if you just read them, it happens, and then the scroll's consumed. You could have a Finger of Death, or a power word kill.
Are you sure that you don't have
does.
to roll
No.
to be able to? Because if you don't have a spell slot high enough for it either.
You don't need it. It's a scroll. It consumes the scroll. That's how scrolls work.
Okay, so it's a scroll, a Circle of Death. You use it, it's one-time use.
Valkesh warns that with a powerful spell like this, there could be unforeseen side effects, being that you're not schooled in magic at this high level. You can
Honestly,
use it.
We'll make more money off of selling it. Over using it.
Valkesh seems a little afraid of it.
Yeah, there will be more benefit to selling it.
Yeah.
What about the
Okay.
rest of the
I'll roll
scrolls?
plus.
Like, are the rest of them?
The rest of the scrolls are a little hard to read. They're very old and tattered. Most of them seem academic and inventory-like. So I'm not going to say there's really anything
Yeah,
else
or
of
way to open
interest
the door.
in
Nothing
there.
exciting.
And,
Got it.
and most of it's difficult to read or impossible because they're in different languages.
Got it. I want to pick up a couple of the brackets from the crates, just because I'm a weirdo and interested in
Okay,
weird random things. I'm just gonna.
You find two that are able to be removed without much effort,
I'm just gonna.
and they're like this big.
Great.
They're pretty big. Two, I would say, is enough to put in your bag without encumbering you. So,
Cool.
yeah.
6 platinum rings, 2 weird brackets.
Cool. All right, so we're at this room now.
You can be at the doorway, sure.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And is that creepy aura still here?
It doesn't feel good in here.
All right, Miriam.
17. Yeah, 17
What are you doing?
I'm checking for traps.
Yeah.
What are you checking on the floor? The sarcophagus over there. The sarcophagus is over there. And as you step further in this room, you get a better idea of what this is. You see several very large skeletons that look like they're a statue. It looks like they're not natural. That this is a decoration. And they both flank this large sarcophagus with a huge Grim Reaper-y looking skeleton with a shroud and a cat and a cowl. It's holding
getting
some
solo
kind of
leveled?
some kind of edged weapon.
Are we getting solo leveled?
He hasn't seen solo leveling.
I don't know what that means.
Just
You've seen it, right? Okay.
I guess I'm checking the floor to make sure there's no no floor traps. Like, make sure it's safe to walk in here. I want to make sure that
Yep.
there's no weird pads on the floor, no tripwires. I want to make sure it's safe to walk through this room.
You find absolutely nothing to indicate that there's a pressure plate or some kind of environmental trap triggered by your presence. You also notice that the sarcophagus closest to you is also not trapped. It just has a heavy stone lid.
Got it.
That's it.
I
right,
share this
strong
information.
people. Guess we're opening it.
Okay.
So, let's try it together, 2 of us.
Okay.
I was gonna say, or do we want to do it as a group thing? Because we established that was helpful. earlier.
It's not so big that you all could get around it without becoming cumbersome. It's a normal sized sarcophagus. It's like 6 feet long.
You could fit 6 pallbearers at a casket, and there's
Yeah,
6
but you're not going to
of us.
get any benefit. I'm not going to throw a benefit for everyone doing it. It's just an advantage.
All right.
So even two of us doing it is at advantage
Yes.
anyway, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, just not all of us.
Okay.
So you two are the strongest.
It's about that thick. It doesn't look that.
Okay.
More kick, you gotta roll.
that
Too
hard.
strong.
Or well, does one person want to roll with the okay? It doesn't have to be both people rolling. It could be one person rolling with advantage.
14.
22, yeah. You slide it about 45 degrees. You do see a skeletonized corpse
You.
with his arms folded. He has 2 orbs in his hand like this, clutching to his chest.
Who's grabbing them?
He's wearing
I've been
very,
holding on to
very
them.
elaborate silvered armor.
The-
You've seen this armor
No,
before
so-
in other caskets around the place.
Okay. So knock one of them out with the spear so we're not touching it directly, just to make sure nothing, like if it,
Make sure there's no weird.
Something jumps
Yeah.
out at you.
Got it. Okay, I do that. I did check it for traps while you're in the bathroom.
yeah, but that, you didn't check the inside.
It's true. You're right.
Let's
It's a
check
good
the
idea.
inside of the traps. Make sure they
I mean,
trap
we could
his
do that
body.
too. I'll
I
roll
have
it all
scarred
day
you
long.
so badly.
Yeah, except
I
that
feel
was
terrible.
that was a 2 that I rolled, so it'd be
Well,
a
Yeah,
6.
I would
Yeah.
still poke it with the spear to get it loose from
Yeah.
his hands, just because I don't
I mean,
trust
we've been poking everything with the spear at this point. Why not continue?
Yeah, why not continue?
Yeah.
It seems to be working.
It was a
for
free
me.
spear. If we lose it,
It was a free
It's-
spear.
You definitely poke one of the orbs, and it dislodges from the skeletonized fingers and drops further down the bottom of the casket.
Oh, great! I'm not reaching in. Not it.
we'll knock the other one loose too.
Okay.
Try to not get into the same spot. So
Right.
you scramble.
Grab them both at the same
Yes.
time. Okay, I do that.
Okay. Can I grab them both at the same time, reaching in carefully?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. That's a simple
Okay.
humanoid movement.
Okay, I'm gonna grab them.
She's like, do I need to roll a dex check because it's going to try to grab me? Or
I'm just being
Is there a
prepared.
zombie in here?
You grab one of the orbs.
100% there's a
It's,
zombie in here. Just how do we
I don't
actually
know if you have.
I haven't
handled
touched
it.
one yet.
So it's got a very unique, smooth, like brushed nickel. It's not like shiny smooth like a mirror, but it's not rough like a stone. It's somewhere in between. And as you grasp it in your hand, pull it out of the casket, you now have an orb in your hand.
Okay.
Cool. All right, get the other one. Give that one to Miriam.
Yep. So 2
As
more
you
off the
grab the
list.
other one.
Yep. 2 more off the list, indeed.
So
6
Now we
more.
need 6 more.
6 more to go.
Yep.
Which they're behind that door.
Sorry, that one. That's right.
6 more. Going to take us
Well, if
4
we-
more sessions.
Did we check these
I
other
was going to
caskets
say we
while I
have
was in
3
the
other
bathroom?
sarcophagus.
Yeah, that casket is big. That one's considerably larger than that one.
Well, yeah.
Big boot.
So I would take, if you all wanted to grab a hold of it, I would take a group athletics
Wait,
check.
that's we weren't doing the central one.
Yeah, you were doing that one. I said that casket, that casket.
Oh,
Is
oh,
much-
that's a casket. Sorry, I couldn't tell
It's a
with
casket?
the dinosaur on
It's
it.
not a dinosaur. It's a very large Grim Reaper-y statue.
Yeah, it looks like a dinosaur from this perspective.
And you guys checked the other 4 while I was gone?
We haven't.
No.
Oh yeah, those aren't caskets.
What are,
Are they just like monuments?
They're just little alcoves.
there's, so the
Just ignore the fact that there's a circle.
yeah. Remember,
Okay.
I didn't create this map. I
Okay.
just commandeered it.
Okay, and we checked all the little junk around the room, there was no
Well,
other.
It's
we'll
rubble.
get there.
Okay.
It's just rubble.
Okay, so then I guess we gotta go check the other one.
Yeah. Sweet. Cool. Yep. You're checking for traps.
721.
21. Okay.
Woo!
You instantly.
This dice is on fire today.
Yeah. You
Blackjack.
you inspect this casket and notice that there are no string traps. There's no pressure plates. The entire lid, however, is lined with a poison on the bottom. That if you were to grasp it,
It would poison
it would
us.
not be good.
Can we wash it off with a little water?
Piss on it.
Can we press it in?
Too late.
It worked last time.
You
chug
can't
water.
prestidigitation it.
Oh, that's right.
We tried that with the.
All right, I would like to try to take a little water
work.
with and like.
It
So
worked.
it's on the underside of the lid. You want to empty your water skin?
Oh, you can spray your water skin out.
Well,
do that thing
I don't
where
know
you
if it
twist
would
the water
work that
bottle
way.
and pop it.
More like
It depends. Is your water skin a sheep stomach like they're supposed to be? Because if it is, it's got a
That's
little,
true, you can
little
kind of-
balloon action. You can scoot.
I'm not gonna necessarily empty the whole thing, but
No, but try squeezing a
Yeah.
little bit out at it.
This poison is not water soluble,
damn.
and you also, as you're getting closer to it, there's a sheen to it that. Go ahead and make an Arcana check since you're so curious.
Oh yes, my strength. Arcana. 18. I rolled well. I only
18.
have a +1. So I had to roll 17 to get an 18.
You can tell that this is not just poison, like an alchemical agent. It's a magical substance.
Great. You know what we don't have?
A magician.
Nobody brought. And by nobody I mean the sorcerers didn't bring the disable magic or whatever the hell it's called.
Dispel magic.
Dispel magic, yeah.
That would be helpful.
That would have been helpful. The one thing their class is supposed to do.
Wouldn't it have been funny if that scroll was dispel magic?
Everybody, give me a perception check.
I rolled a 5.
What is it with me and 19?
22.
22. All right, Yathara. Or no, sorry, wrong campaign. Tessara. That's a character from my other campaign.
Oh, okay. I just thought you pronounced Cesara really badly.
No.
You racist can't pronounce my elven name.
You know, you have observed that this statue on top resembles a skeletal version of those 6-armed statues that you saw that were holding orbs. Except this one doesn't have anything in its hand. And you can now notice that it's got 4 arms swept back, almost folded out of use.
Miriam, we need 2 orbs. I would like to offer it an orb. Well, 2 orbs. And I take the orbs and I put them in the forward hands.
The statue's arms depress about an inch. You hear a click, and you see that that sarcophagus the top of it start to retreat into the wall.
Cool.
And out from the sarcophagus, you see a large skeletonized hand.
Damn it.
And it's this rising skeleton with it's got 3 eye holes and this shredded old dusty cowl. It starts to rise.
Are we sure that their eye holes and maybe didn't have like a central tusk or something?
Not sure. Could be a cyclops or an elephant.
Well, that's originally what they found was
Yeah.
the they're not even elephants, they're like mastodons.
Yeah. They thought it was a cyclops. Anyway.
Yeah, where the tusk came from.
This huge creature, by the way, 3 squares wide, huge creature, emerges from this sarcophagus.
We're all gonna die.
And you see its joints, and you
No.
notice that it has almost a necklace made of 3 orbs. And it starts
Still
to
missing 3.
it starts to groan, and it starts to regard all of you, and all of a sudden it starts to shake, and its joints start to crack, and it just tumbles out of the sarcophagus and disappears into dust.
Oh, it was too old.
Yes.
Okay, so we get our 2 orbs back, and we get 3 more.
Cool.
We
So
still
we
are
still
missing
need
3.
There probably originally was an encounter, and then Joe was like,
You'll never
Mercy.
know.
The mercy. Dust.
You'll never know.
we
Disintegration.
will never know. All right, cool. How do we get through the magic door?
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah. 'cause we,
I bet you do.
Nice. How do
Those
we
of
get
you,
Joe's
those of
dungeon
you,
walk through.
those of you proficient in Arcana, make a roll.
Come on, Valkesh.
You're not proficient in Arcana?
Good.
It's Falcon. Falcon's just
Okay.
Oh, guidance.
19.
Guidance. Wait, no. Do
Okay.
guidance.
Okay, guidance.
Guidance.
Okay,
Can I
roll
do-
D4.
A D4?
Thank
Okay.
you.
21.
21
Guidance
is really
again.
good.
3.
So, are you rolling Arcana as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Are
my
you proficient in it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, like somebody.
Well, it's a +2.
Yeah.
Can't be a proficient in goddamn everything.
Sorcerers aren't usually proficient.
No, they're not proficient in
It's not a wizard.
Wizards are. You're confusing the two.
Sorcerers are charismatic. They're kind of like
15.
All I
Warlock
know
light.
is I don't use
15?
Is that with your
arcanic
guidance?
magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
It's not
do.
bad, but Valkesh and
All you arcanic
Feta
magic
are
people
kind
say.
of like looking at each other, and you guys have this moment of connection where you're like,
Oh, he can't have motion.
those gauntlets were big. And the
Oh.
handles on the door had big indents. Something about those gauntlets seems interesting.
All right,
Grab it.
back down all the stairs. Get the gauntlets. Go to the door.
You pick up the gauntlets?
Yes.
They're like 80 pounds each.
Yeah,
No.
you don't touch them.
They are big.
So
That's what
I
she
think.
Yeah, Morkek would probably have.
You know your Thanos
Yeah.
gauntlet? It's like that. It's like
Okay.
a big gauntlet. You
Damn.
just barely fit your hands in. And so who's picking them up?
Probably.
I'm putting them on.
You're putting them on?
I kind of want to put them on.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Shit.
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
How much do you
I
think
imagine.
each of those orcs weigh?
I imagine.
Probably like
Skeleton.
3
Them
pounds.
full Vulcan.
He's carrying them all.
I know, that's what, I'm like,
Here's guys, wait for me.
If you want to give them to me,
I
I'd
thought they were
consider.
maybe like a pound or something.
I am a 110-pound person. There is no
Just
way I
dragging
am
her
carrying
knapsack along this dungeon.
these
I have,
30-ass fucking things.
Making so much noise.
Okay, I've got half the orbs now.
No, I'll take them all because I'm considered large when it
Yeah,
comes
so
to
he's a
Oh, good, you can carry.
He is the pack rat.
Yeah.
The pack
Pack
rat.
rat.
I can't like jump up there and get it.
No, but you could stand
Right
on-
now,
I'll
Miriam
get it.
is the pack rat.
Oh, he's coming my way.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a
Spider.
Oh.
Oh, it's just a little blonde guy.
Yeah,
You don't like
well,
spiders?
Not inside. They can be outside all they want.
I let spiders.
My
go.
mother had a pet
I'll
spider in
spot
her
you.
house in Rome.
I'm too old to be
Mind
up
if I
there.
stand on the chair?
No, that's fine. That
Damn
one,
right.
that one can take your weight.
That's a job for the young.
That is a job for the young man.
Little ring spice.
yo,
Try not to
did somebody
smoosh it
replace
on.
the light bulb at your
There he
mother's
goes.
yet? Somebody needs
Get
to
him.
do that.
Get him, or we'll never know where he is, and we'll always wonder if it's on our head.
I just.
Don't put that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you, Joe. Thank you for that. Thank you.
You also notice that there are. I will say that aside from and he collapsed into bones, not dust. There
That made that
are
Lego dismantle sound.
shiny objects on this creature's fingers.
Oh, yeah, well, the thing
Okay.
is, I'm sure noticed
So
that.
make an investigation check. The sarcophagus is interesting as well.
Oh, well, my investigation check is 8.
All right, so I'll say that you're not really in the mood to paw through bones at this moment. So you get 3 different colored metal rings, and by different colored I mean one of them is like a red metal, one of them is like a blue metal,
Because I got a 16.
and they are very shiny, very clean. And one of them, as you hold it in your hand, as you're apt to do, vibrates a little bit. Very, very, very slight, subtle vibration.
Put it on and find out what it does.
No, thank you.
Well, an identify spells are very expensive.
I rolled a 16, so can we, since she got the rings, can I use it to investigate the
The
sarcophagus?
16 is very good for this. You're just looking with your eyeballs.
Yeah.
Assuming you're not pawing through anything, you see what looks like 3 tall, kind of long, golden colored, sharpened on either side objects, about maybe that long. There's 3 of them. It looks like they're kind of in the sarcophagus. It looks like they're kind of in a little rack on the side of where this body was. You find a rolled length, about 6 feet, of very, very nice looking silk, completely clean, not deteriorated, and you've
has
seen
to
old
be
silk
magic.
before.
Yeah.
This should be in
Paste.
flakes.
Dust.
You also find what looks like a bronze with emeralds tiara.
Okay. So I'll just collect those all up and put those in my bag. The pointy things come with a rack?
No. They were like nestled in like little nooks,
Okay.
like something to make them stand upright.
Okay, so like he could grab them as like possible weapons of some sort?
They were accessible.
And they're, you said what, 3 feet long?
No, they're like a foot and a half. They're not
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm not sure.
Thank you.
And they're gold pointed on both ends.
Yes.
Get your own fork. Coughing in your face all night long.
So like gold pointed rods.
Yeah.
And rough idea of how many yards of the silk?
We'll say 10 yards. It's pretty long. It's a big bolt. It's a thick bolt of this stuff, and it's like a purpley, iridescent blue kind of color.
Oh,
Okay.
That's gonna be expensive. That's gonna make a lot of money.
We like money.
That color is hard.
We do like.
Yeah, and you said
These
a
lunches aren't really
bronze
no use for it.
tiara with,
Bronze, brass, maybe rose gold. It's tarnished, so it's not exactly sure what the base metal was, but it does have what look like emeralds, and it's got kind of a leafy rose motif. There's also a pouch of coin.
okay.
Quick investigation reveals it is all gold.
Oh.
How many gold
It
pieces?
is 450.
Oh, crap.
Okay.
Yoink.
Cake is good, Joe.
Yeah, it is a
Happy
good
birthday.
cake. I'm happy.
Okay, the gauntlets are very heavy.
Cool.
It's even difficult. They're too big for you, and you're a big guy. You slip them on, and you are instantly inundated with a vision, a memory. Okay, you all watch Morkek
flashbacking.
put these gauntlets on, and his eyes go black.
Ah, crap. Good thing you didn't put them on.
Shit! Someone pull me out.
You see yourself.
Trip sit you. You'll be fine.
You see yourself sitting on a throne, supplicants before you, all praising your deeds. You're washed to a new scene. You find yourself at the head of an army. Everyone's faces are blurred. The sky is gray and raining. You raise a giant sword up above you, and everyone around you cries your name, Eridon, Eridon, Eridon.
I like to think Mark just over there like, that's not my name.
Hey, I'm working.
You wash yourself to a new scene with you standing over a submitting enemy. You feel the you feel the pressure of the crowd to do the right thing, but you are so angry at this person's insubordination that you take your sword and you slice their head clean off their shoulders. The group kind of recoils. The scene washes away again. You find yourself in a room surrounded by generals, all of them looking at you for guidance and you being too angry to know what to do.
I think this guy needs some anger
You
management.
pull yourself away and you find yourself in the room with everyone staring at you.
You still have the gauntlets on? Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So.
Do you want to talk about it, or are we just moving on?
If I'm not mistaken, these were obviously Eridons because I'm not Eridon, and I'm seeing people go Eridon, Eridon.
So let's ask our little friends if they know who Eridon is.
Who's the guy?
Why is
We've already been through this.
Yeah.
We've already been through this. Kaidu and Michi doesn't say much. Kaidu has heard of Eridon as sort of a first age myth.
Yeah.
Some ancient king that lay
This is
low.
his tomb.
Yeah.
And I got Bro's gauntlets on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go try the door with the gauntlets.
door!
and get up
If I'm
to
wearing
it.
his gauntlets, I guess that means I'm him.
Hard
You can
cut.
take this away.
Smash cut. That's what's
So many.
No,
it's
I
just
think
such a pile
this
of
room-
minis and things.
Oh.
Yeah. Is there another map? No, there's not.
No, it's just the main map.
This is the one I forgot. This is the one I don't even know if I have.
I don't think you made one of that door. Ooh, what's that? That looks creepy.
Ew. You just just accidentally.
Remember the giant bone cave? That was good. Oh.
I think
What was that? What was that there, Dad?
No, that was the smoke guy that we dealt with.
What? No. The other way.
The other way.
Keep going.
Oh no, I'm not gonna show you that one.
Aw.
That is a spoiler. Okay.
I thought I maybe.
We must not have reached Eridon's cave yet. I mean, that
Oh
must
wait,
have been his.
wait. I got it. Okay. Not that one. That's the throne room,
Yeah.
by the way. You've been there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I took fall damage.
So what are you doing?
We're going back to the doors that we couldn't open.
The magic
But
doors.
with his gauntlets, we're going to try opening
the
it.
purple.
Okay. Go ahead and take that strip away. Just the strip. Okay, good. As you grip the two handles on either side of this tall seam, the door is wreathed in glyphs that look familiar to the one you found at the bottom of the smoky chamber. And as you grasp the handles with your gauntleted hands, you're treated to another vision.
Oh, God.
You don't all see this because he's facing the door, but his eyes go black again. You see yourself standing before a tall, dark figure, winged horns, no physical features but red glowing eyes. You're on your knees, pleading. You just don't have enough power, anything to keep the people in line. They are turning against you. This creature hands you a pair of black clawed gauntlets. And as you grip them, as you grip your hands in the gauntlets, you feel power surging through you, and the doors split open before you. You all see this happen seamlessly.
Okay, so it's not like he's standing there going "Arr!" for like a few seconds.
No, and point of order, when this happened the first time, it was like that for you guys. You guys just watched him like blink, his eyes went black for a second, and it was weird, but it wasn't a sustained thing. For you, it was minutes.
It was
You guys
like,
see that?
guys, what happened to Morkek? Okay.
Now these gauntlets, they feel too big for you still, but you feel powerful holding them.
Oh,
Very powerful.
Yeah, so,
it's like,
So
There
we
was
got
like-
the doors open,
Yep,
right?
and there
Cool,
are
that's all we care about.
There are two.
Okay.
We'll worry about this
staircase-
later.
There's a staircase down,
Maybe take
and then
them
a flat a
off.
landing.
Just for now.
A landing, and then another staircase down, and then another hallway that goes off
yeah.
into darkness.
What happens when if Morkek takes them off?
Just for now.
Okay, cool. All right.
cool.
It's fine.
No.
You don't have-
Leave them off. No, you leave them off.
You don't seem to have a need to keep them on. You don't have like a.
It's like I'm constantly doing
Yeah,
this
you don't
to
have like
back
an
on my
urging
fingers.
desire to possess them. You just feel really good wearing them.
Yeah. Take them off and leave them off. Like just put them in your backpack.
Yeah, put them in your bag because
Well,
we may
bring-
need them.
You can bring them with us. That's
And
fine.
they're too big for your bag. They're like each one's like this big. They're big.
Well, I guess.
You could like there's a little loop on the end of it. You could like hook it to your belt, I guess.
Strap them on you.
All right.
They're
Okay.
surprisingly not as heavy as they look.
Okay.
They look like they should weigh like 10 pounds each.
Oh.
When you were wearing them, it was like you were wearing like leather gloves.
Okay, cool.
So is there another door here?
Nope.
So, just...
You see, it opens into a hallway lined with pillars.
Damn pillars again.
Yeah.
They like
hey,
pillars.
Miriam.
Trap check.
Do we turn
Okay.
these ones?
Dirty 20.
All right, this room is crossed with wires
Ooh.
in weird directions. And what's interesting is, I think you've seen this before. Each one of those wires disappears into a tiny pinhole.
I make sure that everyone is aware of that. I mean, I guess we're gonna have to Catherine Zeta-Jones like entrapment it through this.
It's not that deep. They
not that
cross. I mean, the hallway is 20 feet wide, and they cross at hip level, so you could avoid them.
Got it.
Okay.
It wouldn't take much.
Like kind of
Some of our bigger characters might want to
Go last
really avoid them and make them roll
Exercise
for
caution.
that.
Right.
Yeah. So let me have a athletics or acrobatics check.
Can
from
everybody
you two.
else go first and then wait at the end for them?
Valcation more?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Cool. Is everybody good with that plan?
You don't
think so.
see. There are no pressure plates on the floor.
Okay.
The floor is covered in uneven rock too, or not uneven.
You see,
rock.
are you
Very,
like a halfling? Can't you just like scurry under them?
No, she's human.
Yeah.
Why did I think you were a halfling?
Because she's a rogue. Rogues
Maybe.
are best in when they're halflings. Anyway.
It's true. They tend to be small creatures.
Yeah, the floor is simple stone tile. Nothing gives under your weight. You prod it with a dagger. We'll say you take a good 10 minutes to really
Really
factor
look
into it.
around.
And before you lies a large stone door, intricately carved with those same glyphs. There are 16 holes in the door, and it's not trapped, but there is a big giant seal on between the two seams, and there's a glyph there that Valkesh can read. It's not a word; it's a magical, arcane reference that says that basically lets it says sealed, but there's an inflection to it of sealed and do not open ever.
Okay.
It is seriously warning against opening.
I kind of want to open it.
But there's got to be 3 orbs in there because
Yeah, I was
they're
gonna
nowhere
say.
else.
I kind of want to open it.
Well, I'll say this, that the smoky room, to get in, y'all had to put orbs into the holes. These is the exact same size.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
16
Oh, I
of
know
them.
that. I know how to open the door. That was not the question.
Wait, you say there's 16 of them?
All right.
It looks just like
before
this room, but instead of being 30, however many two, there's
36.
only 16.
Before we do that, I would like Morkek and Valkesh to cross the room carefully, one at a time.
Okay, let's get
So
a
what am I rolling?
athletics or
Valkesh
acrobatics.
first.
Okay,
Valkesh first.
acrobatics or athletics, whatever you think he'd be more excelling at.
Follow in my footsteps.
Yeah, and I'll say that it's
With
it's,
advantage, because we know about them.
Yeah, you can roll at an advantage, and hugging the wall is probably more preferable because he could just duck under the wires. What'd you get? Is that a 1? Is that a 1?
3 was the better one.
No.
Well, it is. We did get a
Okay.
3.
Yeah, because advantage.
I just need.
Morkek got a 19.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Valkesh as he gets hit in the neck with a little tiny pin.
Like, you! Valkesh, why do you suck? 10.
All right, he's
I mean, we
gonna
could just
take.
leave him
All right.
down
He's
here.
gonna take 6 points of poison damage.
Can a robot
I
get
was gonna say
poisoned?
he's a robot.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's a robot for
Just
flavor.
hyper-rust
Mechanically,
his heart
he's
rate.
It's a
alive.
corrosive metal, or it's a
Yeah, it
corrosive
makes
metal
everything
eating stuff.
It can eat through metal or flesh,
So,
whichever.
as you stand before this room, this doorway, if you spend any more time moving forward, you're going to incur a point of exhaustion. It's that time of day.
Well, I guess we could try to sleep right here before we open the door. Because nothing's gonna get past that without us being aware.
Well, and I
We
say
don't
if
know
we're
what's-
gonna rest, this is the best place
Yeah,
to do
before
it.
before we open the door, just literally sleep
Yeah.
right in front
Yeah,
of it.
could we close? He could go back and
Yeah,
close
can-
the door that we just opened.
There's no door. That's just a. Oh, all the way back here?
Yeah.
There's no way to close it from this side.
Yeah.
There's no way to open it from this side either.
What if I...
Screw the closed doors. We're sleeping
Okay,
two
fine.
If I
guards.
slam
We
it
only
really
need to
fast and
sleep
run
for
through
4 hours. We're sleeping. I'm exhausted. We're done.
That's
Ooh, it's very
fine.
tight.
I want my spell slots back. Damn it.
That's fine.
All right. So I just need to know who.
Do you want first or second one?
So there's an 8-hour period of time that needs to be covered. So if anybody wants to decide who stands watch when,
Yeah.
as long as all of you guys are both getting 4 hours of rest each. The
For
rest of
elves.
you need, yes, the rest of you need 8.
First or second?
First.
Cool.
Okay.
Just instantly.
First, gladly.
Well, you don't sleep. You just sit peacefully and
You meditate.
I know. That's why I
contemplate
literally
your
make a
life's
little.
choices.
That's my sound of meditation. It's an ancient elfin meditation technique. Don't you
You
know?
learned it from Looney Tunes.
I didn't know that you knew my grandmother's nickname.
That's my grandma's nickname too.
She was also eating a lot of mushrooms, like a questionable amount.
No.
So as the night
just drank
begins,
every day.
I'm guessing you two are just handling watch.
Yep.
Okay. Everyone else is sleeping. Okay. I need a perception check. You're going first. Perception check from you.
At 20.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
He knows everything.
Okay. You hear the subtle snoring of your party mates. Morkek is the loudest.
Yeah, I was gonna say
obviously.
subtle is a bit of an
He
understatement.
sounds like he's
Like we actually
I
might
sound
have
like
to
a
get him like
cruise
some type
ship.
of like surgery to fix his sleep
I sound like
apnea.
an oil tanker when I snore.
he sounds
Didn't
like
bring
he's
in
chewing a
CPAP
tree down.
Like we're not actually like sometimes he kind of like wakes up a little bit because he can't sleep.
Kind of like Jim.
You also notice
Or Tekla.
that Morkek is wearing gauntlets again in his sleep, and he's actually got them kind of tucked under his arms as he leans against a pillar.
I thought that he didn't
put
seem
them on?
I didn't mean to put them bitches on.
Sometime in those 4 hours, he was like this, and then you kind of walked around the room, took everything in. This room isn't particularly interesting except for where the wires cross, which you're able to keep away from. And you look back, and he was in a slightly different position, and you notice that he's wearing those gauntlets.
We gotta get him away from
I plead the fifths.
Hey, maybe take them off of him.
What happens if I Yeah, let me try to take the gauntlets off.
Okay, I'm gonna say as asleep, he's not a willing creature, so you're gonna have to make a strength check.
Or wake me up.
What is he? Like a baby? Like
Start having.
Have you ever been asleep and someone tries to take something off of you? You don't take it too well.
I've done it multiple times. I'm really good at it.
Yeah. Sleight of hand just snatch it before he notices that you're taking it.
TMI.
He's not talking about me.
I know. 8. Yeah. He's got a grip on him.
All right, well,
Yes.
If I die, I die.
I guess he's
You want to
got him.
continue and wake him up?
No.
You gonna leave it alone? Okay.
I'll leave it alone. I'll make it to Sarah's,
Yeah.
I'll make it to Sarah's problem.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a very Kale thing to do.
So you have dark vision, right?
He has
Yes, I do.
extra dark vision because he's
Yeah. What
trapped.
is the range?
Of what? My
Your dark vision?
I think it's 100.
If you can see in the dark, how far can you see?
I think
Or
it's-
is it your devil sight?
well, devil's sight means I can see through all forms of darkness.
Your whatever.
But-
This is natural darkness.
Yeah.
So 60 feet.
I think with
No,
devil's
he's
sight,
drowned.
it's
But
no, I think with devil's sight it's 240.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Yeah, I can see really fucking far in the dark.
Okay, all the way down at the end of this hallway, you see a small humanoid creature with a long pointed nose, very long, elongated ears. Not sure of what color skin it is because you see in black and white at this point. Doing this at the very, very end of the hallway where it starts to go this way, just kind of watching.
How far can you Eldritch Blast?
you. And that, I mean, that's gotta be 100 feet, maybe less, maybe like 80 feet away.
you can hit it.
Probably could hit it.
And you can hear like anxiousness and frustration in the voice.
Shoot first, ask questions later. That is your MO.
Yeah, I'll shoot.
Okay, make an attack.
We all just wake up to
He's
bang!
got 3/4 cover because of where he is. Just a little bit of his head is poking out. Who are you shooting him with?
Eldritch blast.
All right, you're gonna wake everybody up. Just so you know, it's a loud spell. It's like
Do you have a quiet spell?
No.
No.
Quiet
Actually,
Eldritch Blast.
how loud is Scorching Ray? That would be.
it's a scorching ray.
Yeah.
But
Actually, fire's not that loud.
Have you ever used a flamethrower?
Yeah, but that's because of the pressurizing the gas.
Scorching ray is not quiet. That's an easy rule for me. It would at least wake those of you up, especially you, who don't actually sleeping, and alert them to what you're doing. I don't know. Does Kale care if he wakes people up?
Yeah, I don't think Kale cares.
Just while
No.
I'm
Just use the Eldritch Blast.
You hear a voice. Do it.
Do it.
17.
17. You fire
Oh,
up
it's got
Eldritch
3/4
Blast.
cover.
Yeah.
Careens down the hall. You end up catching 3 of the wires. So you hear these little.
I know what's
and
there.
you see that you see your blast, which has light to it. It's very dim. Careen down the hallway. All of you wake up, and you hear, poof, and you look down there. And there's nothing.
So he either got liquidated and he's all over that wall, or he ran away.
As I wake up, I pull my crossbow out, like, what the hell's going on?
Why are these on my hands?
There's
Yeah, why are those on your hand?
I didn't put these on.
Take them off.
Okay.
Just
I was
Yo,
like,
I didn't put these
across
on.
the
Did you guys
room
put
from
these
where
on?
somebody else should be holding them.
no one should be holding them. We're
It's
just gonna
fine.
put them over by
Yeah.
themselves.
But
Yeah.
I think it might not have been a bad thing because I think whatever was after us was after those or something that we.
Wait, why didn't you just fire?
Because there was a creature down at the end of the hallway.
That's
That makes
little
sense.
Screwball again. Okay.
It was difficult to make out features. All you got was like that cat glow in the eyes and like pointiness to the features. Nothing really else. Either they were crouching or they were small.
I'm just assuming it's the same creature. I don't care.
Yeah.
Should we send Michi after him? After it?
Yeah, Michi will take a look. He'll run down the.
He's a little monkey man.
He kind of
can,
skitters
climb.
along the walls,
Yeah.
missing the wires. And Kaidu kind of you see Kaidu kind of do one of these.
What?
He sees nothing.
So they're mentally.
Yeah,
connected?
he probably scared it off, kind of like when you like make a big noise near a rat. All right, how many hours has it been?
Been like 2.
Not enough.
I'm going back to sleep.
Okay, go back to bed.
Gauntlets across the room from Morkek. They're in the opposite corner. They're not near anybody.
Good night.
No problem.
All right, back to the cuddle puddle.
Yep. The rest of your watch goes by uneventfully. You don't
cold
see
down
any.
here.
You don't see the creature return.
Sweet.
4 hours pass, or 2 hours pass.
Okay.
Just feel your lids getting a little tired. You looking forward to
I'd
some
wait till she woke up though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten a full rest.
Yep. You've gotten a full rest. You may apply a long rest.
So,
And I just need a perception check from you as this last 4-hour leg of the night transpires.
please hold 1 second.
Trish, I'm going to make a promise to you.
I'm checking my spells.
There are
'cause
only 2 more rooms.
I'm a prepared caster. This is my opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's literally a fine
Sorcerers
trap
can't
spell.
read
Did you know that? I forgot.
There's just no. Sorcerers are kind of cool. They're sort of underused, where they, instead of preparing spells and stuff like that, it's all about sorcery points and how well you use them. It can make a spell really powerful. It can make a ability check really shine. People don't use sorcerers enough. You know, they're like I said, they're like warlocks without the whole "there's a demon on my shoulder" kind of thing. You're just naturally gifted with magic.
Okay. Ooh,
That's really good.
24.
24. Yeah, your eyes just go full owl. And you have a wild shape left. Do you want to use it?
No, because I'll have used it. Because I already had my long rest.
I'll say it goes. Okay, fine.
I mean, if you want to give me a free one,
I'll give you a free wild shape that'll only last 4 hours you're on watch.
so you literally want me to turn into an owl and just
No, you don't have to turn into an owl.
Could
Just
you though?
giving you the
That'd be pretty
opportunity to turn
awesome.
into something.
Owls can see in the dark, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know who doesn't have night vision?
cats.
Cats. How
Yeah.
dumb is that?
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like
Or dark vision.
cats have dark vision.
Of course they do, and they do in my games. So you know.
Yeah, because
It's stupid that they don't.
yeah, they
Makes
literally
no
have
sense.
better dark vision than dogs.
Yeah.
And I think dogs
That's
have
when
it.
they hunt.
Yeah. They're not quite nocturnal. They're like twilight hunters, but yes.
My cat
Turn
is
into a
nocturnal.
penguin. Just do it.
Or as Benedict Cumberbatch says, a penguin.
No, you know what? Screw it. I am gonna turn into an owl and just it's gonna perch up on the wall and just. Actually, I don't think I can turn into flying things unless you.
No,
unless
not
you-
yet.
Yeah, you're. You want to just ignore that?
Sure.
For this,
Your
for
wings
this
are
bird.
clipped.
I can turn into an owl, but I can't fly.
But you could turn into something like a weasel or something that has dark vision and kind of scurry around and not hit any wires and
Do weasels have dark vision?
Sure.
and check things out, make sure
Or a
that
rat.
something, because you'd be little and small and you could peek at things around corners and see for things that might.
No, I like the weasel idea.
Okay. What was your perception? Was I'll let it carry. It was a what, a 27?
Oh, yeah, it was 24.
24? Okay. Quiet
Because
night.
perception's wisdom anyway, which I keep my mental stats.
Quiet night. The gauntlets remain at the corner of the room that they were at. And about 2 hours into your watch, you hear like a very gentle scraping of footsteps, small footsteps, at that end of the hallway again. And this time, you're a weasel. I'm guessing you're kind of like hugging the wall.
Yeah.
You see this creature tiptoeing.
Bite its ankle.
You're gonna go up and attack it.
Yeah, why not?
Make an attack.
Stupid just gets squashed.
It doesn't matter, I'll just bamf into an elf.
Turns into an elf. And
Well, 20.
20.
Yeah.
You succeed. For a weasel bite, probably a 1d4 plus your strength. Why not?
Like practically
Go ahead
rabbit.
and roll damage.
What is a weasel bite
I
damage?
just said like 1d4. We'll make it
Okay.
1d4 plus your strength modifier.
What's a weasel strength?
Well,
Probably a +1.
+1. Here, hold on. I'll look it up.
I was gonna say, or do you want me to just use my wisdom as the modifier?
See, I would go for like Dex, but like because you're
+5 to hit.
dang. For a weasel?
so you actually got a 25.
It's 1d1. you do 1 point of damage. You bite a goblin on the ankle.
Really hard.
It goes, ah! You all wake up again.
What is going on?
And
It was
now
a critical.
you
I
are-
rolled. I did 2 points.
Yeah, okay. 2 points of damage against this goblin, who is dressed like he's going on a hike, kind of a thing. He's got like ankle
Cargo
wraps.
shorts and
He's
New
got a
Balance
scarf.
shoes.
he's got clothes,
Well, I didn't think he was naked. Jeez.
and but not like rags like a goblin would wear. It's not wearing armor.
Come over.
And you're now latched onto this thing's ankle. It's trying to kick you off. And it's going to shoot you with his little crossbow.
Really? You shoot a weasel? It's okay.
If a weasel was
It's
latched
not
on your
fair.
ankle, you would throw everything you had at it. You know it. That would freak you out.
I'm locked down like a
That's a natural 2.
Jesus
So it misses you. It misses you. Knocks into one of the wires, and
There's
Get
I'm not-
started. No way this is a perfectly...
it
Space
makes its deck
execution.
save. Pulls one of those wires, and one of those little arrow thingies zips right by its head, and it falls flat on its back with that wire wrapped around its throat, and it's like it's tightening itself and it tries to get away. It's like, you're all awake. You're all
Wait,
up.
wait, wait.
Everyone's
so,
up.
So we're there. Like,
I'm doing fine, guys.
do we want to go over to Dasara to be like, yo...
Yeah, Kaido and Michi immediately flank
Yeah,
the both of you.
I'm gonna follow that.
Michi is going to draw its bow. Kaido's going to take, he's got like a long curved dagger and put it right to his throat. And kind of, and go and say, and he's going to try to get you off. Do you resist?
I'm gonna walk up to him. Do you speak any English?
Yes!
What the hell are you doing here?
I mean, I guess I let go now.
Okay, you let go. Kaido,
Somebody's a weasel.
Kaido is definitely going to grab you. Kaido grabs you. I don't know that you can resist.
He grabs you by like that little neck fat.
I'm indignant.
Yeah, he's kind of grabbing you and like, and he's looking at the goblin. He's like, "Is this your pet?" And the goblin's like, "No."
Just one of you figure it out.
It's Tassara. She's not in the room. It's got to be Tassara.
So what you doing here, buddy?
He's not going to answer you.
Okay. Dragon Slayer.
All those low
Make an
rolls.
intimidation check.
Oh, I think I'm for those.
Made up for
21.
Perfect time.
21. All right.
What you doing here?
What do you do exactly
I'm
with
just
Dragon Slayer?
pointing the tip up to his neck. What you doing here, bud?
So to call back to earlier in the session, you see a little trickle of liquid dribble out of his leg. He says,
He peed on you.
I live here. You're intruding on Gekka's home.
Gekka.
Yes.
Prove you live here.
I live in the cave.
Oh, that's what that little campsite was.
Yeah.
Plunder Gekka's home.
Okay, guys, I'll take care of this.
Make an intimidation check.
No, everybody just back up. Just back up. He's probably restrained at the moment, correct?
Oh yeah.
He's being held down by the tip of his sword.
Well, he had the wire on his neck too.
Yeah, he's kind of he gets that off of him. It's not that big
All right.
a deal.
I cast sleep.
All right, roll your hit points.
He just goes from panicking to just narcoleptic. You guys.
Not what I thought Kale was gonna do, but okay.
No, I thought you were just gonna like cleave his head off.
Yeah, I forget how much.
Reduce him to paste.
I just forget how
Just
much
a green
I have to
smear.
roll for sleep.
You roll for hit points.
Yeah, you have to.
If you
have
can get
to roll
above his
more
hit points, he goes to sleep.
That's why sleep is hard at like this level.
Yeah, and he's currently
F
he's
will help.
currently got no,
Well,
he's not.
minus 2
He's
points.
got 2 points missing.
Hey,
I have to roll my hit dice?
2 points.
No.
2 points he could have.
No, you
Oh.
roll. What is you got the spell? Here, I'll do it. I'll show you.
I'll show you.
I got you, buddy. 5d8. Roll 5d8.
Okay,
This is
thank you.
going to be real easy. And if you roll higher than his current hit points, he sleeps.
Dope.
Yeah, but for how long?
That is a good question.
It'd be funny if like
Duration 1 minute.
it'd be funny
Yeah,
if he just barely.
Why are you putting him to sleep for a minute?
So we can
His
run
voice
through
is
his
annoying.
shit.
There's other ways to do that.
I mean,
Do you just
there
wanna
are
kill the guy?
6 of
You don't
us, and there's one of him. We could just
Right,
have
I mean,
me hold him down.
Yeah, he's trying to kill us.
Somebody just like hold him by his ankle and
Yeah.
get him to tell
I've turned back into an elf, by the way.
Well, there's no going back now.
You should wipe his blood
Just,
off your bottom.
just Eldritch blast him already. Make it quick. We've killed everything else down here.
Murder hobo party.
17.
17. Yeah. He falls asleep instantly. You got the feeling that that was a pretty powerful spell for something like this.
Yeah, I don't know why you used a spell slot for that. Also,
How am I gonna kill the guy? He just lives here.
he tried to kill us!
Did he though?
He was
Yes!
defending his home.
He shot
I can't-
arrows at us several times.
I can't blame
He
him.
almost killed Miriam.
You want to kill him?
I think that's where a lot of your health actually did go.
No, I don't want to kill him. I just want to hang him up by his stupid little toe and go on with our
Fine.
lives.
He's asleep.
He's asleep for
That's
a minute.
true.
He's asleep. If you want to hang him upside down by his ankles, go ahead.
Well, we've got the wires that are loose now because the Eldritch blasted through them. Just tie him up with one of the wires.
Piss on him.
Idea. He already pissed on himself.
Yeah, it's been a few hours. He's got more now.
So yeah, just tie him up with some of the wires, and we can finish up with this dungeon and get
I want
the
to
flock
tie him
out
up
of
in a
here.
way so that it will take him a significant amount of time to get out, but not that
Like a
he-
lethal.
Also, make sure he doesn't have any knives or anything like in his ankles or.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I want him to be able to get out eventually. I don't want to kill him.
Okay, so give me an investigation check first.
That's a 6.
Okay.
Just tie his hands like this.
He's got layers of clothing, and you're pretty sure this crossbow is the only thing he's carrying.
Just take all his bolts.
You kind of give him a pat down.
Just leave him with the crossbow.
Doesn't feel like
no
he's
bolts.
got any hidden blades or anything like that. Just folds of clothing. He's got. I'll say that he does have a small quiver with three little. They're like this big bolts in it.
I'm not taking his little baby bolts either.
No, but can you set him across
I
the
would
room
say I'm
from
gonna
him?
move him somewhere where he's gonna have to pick them up later. But
And
Yeah.
I'll take a sleight of hand check. And the DC is going to be kind of high because you want it to be a specialized knot.
Why don't we have the sailor?
I
doing
rolled
this?
18 plus 4, 22.
Oh.
Do you know knots? I assume
You
know knots.
you kind of do like a weaving in between his wrists,
The
back
rope
and
is
forth,
better.
back and forth, back and forth, and you tie a knot real high that he has to like first loosen his wrists by moving, before he can even get to this string, but once he pulls this string,
It all comes
it all
undone.
comes undone.
I'm very clever, thank
Yeah,
you.
no problem. And he's just on the side of the
Cool.
chamber.
All right.
And after about a minute, he kind of
Did we finish sleeping?
I think we got about. Did we get a full rest in?
nope. This was 2 hours into her watch.
Okay.
So we go back to bed.
Hey, shut up. We're going back to sleep.
We're chill with you if you're chill with
Make a
us.
persuasion check at disadvantage.
He really doesn't like us right now.
Very convincing, don't you know? I'm so charismatic.
Actually-
10.
At disadvantage?
Oh.
Oh!
10.
Okay. Is that a natural 20?
Yeah.
Oh. He decides to listen to you, but only because he wants to.
Okay.
He just
Okay,
kind of
cool.
He's just looking at you.
Alright. Well, we...
Hilarious. I
Okay, go back to sleep.
And he's little. To you, he's like this big.
Yeah, he's like a football.
He's little.
Yeah. And I'm gonna sit down, like, so everybody's gonna be sleeping. I'm
Have
gonna
a
sit
nap.
down right in the middle of, like, the hall, like, at the end of the wires, and just stare at him for the next 2 hours.
He's gonna kind of like give you the stink eye. What do you want here?
We're trying to sleep, man. Shush!
No.
I put a sock in it.
You put a sock in it.
I put a dirty druidic sock in it.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
He just holds his head down.
Just so you know, goblins they're not the cleanest creatures, so I'm not sure how much a dirty sock is going to intimidate him.
It's probably just his
It's
sock.
intimidation. Oh no, it's the same for me. 17.
17.
All right. Does everybody else get their 2 hours of sleep?
You see him like very slowly making some kind of hand gesture that you don't recognize, but you get the feeling it's probably
So we're throwing up gang signs
an
now.
insult of some kind.
I don't care.
But you're able to kind of mush it in his mouth enough to where he gets the message, lest he be manhandled more,
Self-handled. But anyway.
and everyone
Gets our rest.
may apply a long rest.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
All right. Well, everybody's waking up. Orbs. Also, Goodberry. Everybody eat one of these. Let's move.
We want to get this done and get out of here.
As everyone's rising, you all watch Tassara placing orbs into these holes, and as you place the last one, it's almost like it was waiting for that one. You're not sure how. And it clicks, and you hear this very elaborate mechanism in the door, sliding, unlocking, and you hear this no as that seal splits.
I don't know what you want.
Whatever. Already
There's
opened
a
the door.
The doors open.
Yep.
You see before you a large chamber.
Cool.
It's a raised platform
Alex,
with
change down.
two staircases on either side that descend down into another large chamber.
Hey, do we get to see that thing now?
Yes,
That we accidentally saw before?
there are.
Not the one I was thinking.
No, that's not it. No, that's
Giving away stuff.
Mom, why are you texting Joe?
maybe I
I
don't.
will send him the fiber, the triple fiber.
That's okay. It doesn't matter. We'll just stay on there. You see a huge, wide, circular chamber, probably 60 feet tall. And you guys remember, you did descend down into this area. There are statues lining this room. Eagles, mind flayers,
Oh.
humans, dwarves, elves, tieflings, all manner, all of them.
Multicultural, okay.
All
Yeah, I
of them
was gonna
with
say, rich and
spears
diverse.
made of brass, all pointing down towards a central object. A huge, wide, dark steel casket. Across the top of this casket are crossed chains.
Okay.
Cool.
So whatever's in here.
Inside, on the sides of this casket are 10 holes. They look about orb-shaped.
I don't think this is a good idea.
And that's where we're going to pick up next time.
It's
We
gonna
got
be
10 orbs
it's gonna
and
be
it
a
took
boss
us.
fight.
It took us 3 sessions to get 36
Yeah, but that's
of
gotta
them.
be the boss fight.